What's happening? It's your brother outside the Qube. Yeah, we back, we back at it again. We back at it again. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, man, y'all see the topic. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what I'm talking about, man. Donald Trump is actively destroying America, and MAGA eats it up like dog food. MAGA eats it up like dog food. And it's really a sad state, man, that America has found itself in. But see, I understand one thing. America has to be humbled. Not humbled in the fashion to where somebody needs to blow up a building or, some crazy issue like that. Nah, not like that. America has to be humbled to where it understands that your empire is falling and the bully tactics no longer work. This is why we see the leaders of China. We see the leaders of Russia. We see the leaders of India coming together to form something to try to uproot this so called West. Because if you don't know any better, which a lot of people don't, the West is just another word for white countries. That's all it is. Just like the global South is just another word for brown countries. We understand what it is. We most certainly understand what it is. And the only continent that's left at this point is Africa. I'm not saying that the entirety of Africa needs to come together to form one state, but out of the 54 countries, there needs to be a consolidation. Because you can look at China, which is pretty much the size of Africa, and they're one country. Because see, what happens is when you consolidate power, it's difficult for outside and foreign forces to come in and turn you against each other when everything is consolidated. But I'm being honest. Africa needs to consolidate and concentrate its power and energy. It really does. And I think a lot of times what people don't understand when it comes to Africa is the only reason that there are 54 countries is because when the white man came in there at the turn of the 18th century, came into Africa and just totally began to chop it up and divvy it out. Chopped it up, divvied it out, and allowed different Western nations to engage in the looting of those countries. So I want to react to a few videos tonight. I want to react to a few videos. The first one is by Coach D Speaks. He made a pretty good video, and I want to react to that, drop some information. So let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and start it. And see, this is the saddest part about it to me personally. This is the saddest part about it is that Donald Trump convinced these already racist people to continue in their ignorance, and now they're having to pay for it. Now they have to foot the bill. These are the same people when the majority of America was saying, "Hey, let's bail out the same way how we bailed out the banks. Let's bail out the students who, especially for people who have been paying on their student loans for 20 and 30 years. Let's bail them out, man. Like enough of that." And not only let's bail them out, let's reform it to where we have a system to where, oh, you can't hear the video? Damn. My bad. Here, let me rewind it then. My bad. I apologize. Thanks for that, sis. My bad.
When I tell you guys that I can't even keep up with all the fuck around and find outs going on in this country, believe me, I cannot keep up. I had to learn about this from a commenter on one of my earlier videos because there's so much of this shit going on. Listen to this. 64% of Arkansas voters voted for Donald Trump in 2024. 77% of Arkansas farmers supported Donald Trump in 2024. And guess what's happening right now? Arkansas farmers are struggling because of Donald Trump's tariff.
Right. They are struggling because of his tariffs. And what I was saying earlier is that a lot of these people that actually voted for Donald Trump in a lot of these red states, a lot of these same people, thanks to Texas Bomber, a lot of these same people, they would vote against people bailing out the people that went to college and want to get away from their student loans who've been paying for them 10, 15, 20, and some 30 years, who the interest is compounded. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, they allowed their hate to engulf them so much so that a lot of these farmers, they engaged in the hiring of these people that were not legal. And then what happened and turned around is that those people are now being deported from this country that actually work on their farms. So like it's just crazy to me, and that's why I say America needs to be humbled. Because see, this is not enough. It's not enough that white Americans are now paying sometimes double and triple the price of whatever this or whatever that is. That's not enough for white Americans. Because white Americans still don't see. As black Americans and other people, we've been struggling all our goddamn lives. We understand what it is. This is just another task for us. This ain't something that we woke up and be like, oh man, now we gotta struggle again. No, we've been struggling. We've been struggling. This ain't nothing new to us. But see, since the middle class has been gutted and it doesn't even exist no more, and it's crazy that when you watch legacy media, you know what they always talk about? The middle class, the middle class, the middle class. Listen, the middle class is fucking dead. The middle class is dead. You have the rich and you have the working poor. That's it. The middle class doesn't exist anymore. The middle class has been gutted and taken away. The middle class doesn't exist. The middle class doesn't exist so much so that we would have to debate what is middle class. If you have to debate what is middle class, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So America has to be humble. This isn't enough. See, these farmers, what they would say is, oh, now we need help. We need help. But if you say, well, you know what, let's kind of change the system to where we get free health care, we get free education, to all peoples that are here in America, either born or come after. What they'll say is, well, I don't want to pay for somebody else. This is what they'll tell you. Well, I don't want to pay for somebody else. And the fact about it is, a lot of these farmers, they're right wing. And this is just the right wing way of doing things. Well, I don't want to pay for anything else. This is what Fox News and news agencies adjacent have told them. Well, I don't want to pay for anybody else. Oh, you don't want to pay for anybody else. Well, if you don't want to pay for anybody else, well, when these things happen to you, other people are going to have to pay them in spades. But let's go.
And they don't want to raise themselves up by the bootstraps to take care of these issues. No. You know what they want? They want government handouts. They want welfare. The people who support the party who is against government handouts, who's against welfare, who wants you to raise yourselves up by the bootstraps when you have any type of problem, those people are saying, we want welfare. Where's our welfare? If we don't get welfare, many of us are going to have to apply for bankruptcy. All types of issues going on in Arkansas with their farmers because of the guy they supported.
Now, at the beginning of this, I did have my feelings about it, and I was like, to hell with them. Screw them. Let them deal with what they have to deal with. But the truth of the matter is, nah, man. That's inhumane. That's inhumane. People should not have to be going through what people are going through under Donald Trump. We just shouldn't have to be going through it. But see, the thing about it is, America has to be humble. And see, I'm not an accelerationist to where I'm okay with anything that happens as long as America is tore down to the studs and we start over. No. I'm not an accelerationist. I'm more so a revolutionary type, like from the like the revolutionary type from like the French Revolution. We see what it is. It doesn't have to be tore down from to the studs in order for it to change. What we can do is we can revolutionize. We can take out the people who are in power, replace those with people who have our interests. Take those people out. Replace those people with, the people that want to do what we want to do. But that's not a bloodless thing, if we're being honest. That's not a bloodless thing. If you know anything about the French Revolution, that was not a bloodless thing. But let's go.
They're getting exactly what they voted for, and they want us to give a damn. I don't.
Good evening to you. We begin tonight with hundreds of struggling Arkansas farmers pleading for emergency federal funding amid a farm economy crisis.
Channel 7's Andrew Mobley attended a meeting between farmers and federal officials earlier today in Brookland in northeast Arkansas and has more tonight. Andrew.
Almost everything that could go wrong for Arkansas farmers did go wrong this year. And it's so bad that many are facing bankruptcy or even the closure of farms that have been passed down for generations. A dismal global market and plunging commodity prices mean there's little to no hope of breaking even for many farmers, even as sky-high input costs rise because of inflation and now tariffs. Not to mention bad weather earlier in the year.
What inflation? Donald Trump told me he solved inflation. He said inflation was bad under Joe Biden, but he solved inflation. So what are they talking?
Oh no, Joe Biden, they did a horrible job. Listen to me, I'm gonna do the greatest job ever had. America's the greatest. America's so good. We're gonna be winning so much. You're gonna be tired of winning. America's the greatest. Nothing's going wrong. This dude is actively lying to their faces. He's actively lying to your faces. And the only problem is this. What this brother is saying, he's like, yo, fuck him. I don't care what happens to him. I don't care what happens to him. And part of me agrees with that. And the reason why I say part of me agrees with that is because if you don't help these people and they lose their farm, there's compounding effects that happen with it. There's compounding effects. But if you do help these people, there's compounding effects. But you know what the biggest problem is if you do help these farmers? They're going to still fucking vote the same way the next time they get the goddamn opportunity. They're still going to vote the same way. They're still going to vote against their own fucking interests. That's like the meme I saw. These motherfuckers didn't vote for them to be poor. They voted so they could be racist. They didn't vote for them to be out of a fucking house and home. They voted the way that they voted because they wanted to hurt and harm other people. This is why they voted for Donald Trump. This is what Donald Trump gave them. Oh, I sounded just like Trump? Oh, that's what's up. Because see, like this is the sickening part about it, bro. This is the sickening part about it, and especially with black people, it's so fucking disgusting to me with black people, because during the election, around the time, you know how many motherfucking niggas was running around talking about some, yeah, I'm okay with Trump, and not only last year, 2024, but 2016. You know how many niggas was like, yeah, I'm okay with Donald Trump because he's a racist. Yeah, I get it, but I prefer the racist because he's telling me how he really feels. And I'm sitting back and I'm listening to niggas. I'm like, do you know how fucking stupid you sound? You're gonna go with the racist because he's being racist overtly? Okay, well, if that's the case, well, why don't you go when you need somebody to watch your fucking son or your daughter? Why don't you go with the person that's already on the sexual assault list? Go with one of them motherfuckers because you already know they're gonna grape your child. Go with have the neighborhood fucking thief watch your fucking house for you and give him the keys, because you know what? You already know he likes to steal. He's telling you to your face he likes to steal. Do you know how many fucking niggas and so-called black conservatives was saying stuff like this? Well, see, I'd rather go with Trump because I'd rather the racist I do know versus the racist I don't know. You fucking ignorant bastard. You ignorant bastard. And a lot of you motherfuckers is the reason that we got Trump. Oh, I'd rather go with the racist because he's overt with it, and I know he's racist. Huh? So why don't you let the motherfucker that likes to grape little boys and girls into your fucking home to watch your fucking 13-year-old daughter when you want to go out and have a good time? You ain't that fucking stupid, are you? Of course you not. Of course you're not. If you wouldn't make these same stupid decisions with people in your family and your home, why the fuck would you subject everybody in the nation to this garbage? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So it's not only the ridiculous racist white motherfuckers, we have black people who have become so goddamn stupid. We have black people who've become so stupid today, like, well, see, we got to get off the Democratic plantation because they ain't never done nothing for us. They done had 40 years and they ain't done nothing for us in the past 30. Okay, cool. They ain't done nothing for you. So guess what the fuck you do, idiot? You don't fucking vote for the fucking Republicans who are overtly racist, who don't give a damn about you. And you know what you also don't do? You don't vote for the goddamn Democrats because you have correctly identified the Democrats to not being people who are for you. So why the fuck would you vote for them? So why don't you apply that same logic to the goddamn Republicans? These goddamn idiots were running around talking about some, well, see, niggas got to get off of the Democratic plantation. We done gave them our vote willingly. Okay, so now you just gonna give the Republicans your vote willingly, and they not giving you shit? You fucking idiot. You idiot. You idiot. Black people in America have become so much like white people. I'm telling you, if you listen to the average fucking drone nigga in America, he or she sounds just as stupid as the fucking white person in America that's really fucking shit up for everybody else. See, the difference is with a stupid fucking nigga, they have a little bit of power to where they can fuck shit up for black people. But the fucking white man and woman, they have the power to fuck it up for all of us. And white people prefer to fuck it up for everybody. If they feel like they're not getting the end of the deal that they want, they rather fuck it up for everybody. White people ruin every fucking thing. They ruin shit. Especially here in America. They ruin shit. You want health care? No. Fuck no, you don't get it. Because now I gotta pay for some black nigga to get some fucking health care when he's dying. You want college? No. That motherfucking nigga may take away a job from my son. Because he's educated now. This is how they think. But the average fucking bird brain fucking nigga, we have begun to adopt this same nonsense. We've begun to adopt this same nonsense. What the fuck are you talking about getting off of the Democratic plantation? These niggas think getting off of the Democratic plantation and voting for the Republicans, nigga, you ain't doing shit but walking across the street. You fool. You're just walking across the street. It's one huge building. There's a street that goes across it. You just don't have access to the fucking atrium that connects both of them. So you gotta walk across the street. The hell out of here. What's going on, Sister Sherry Laria? What you mean by that? She says this sounds ridiculous and get well. I don't know what you mean by that. You have to be a bit more definitive. But yeah, let me play a little bit more.
Talking about. And tariffs? What tariffs? Not the tariffs that brought in $8 trillion of revenue. Can't be talking about those tariffs. I know those tariffs aren't causing problems for farmers because Donald Trump told us tariffs were going to make us all rich.
And Donald Trump told these white motherfuckers that it was going to make everybody rich and it was going to do so much for the country. Listen, white people are, listen, I'm telling you, I know. Just calm down for a second. I know in your small little fucking black brain, you think that, a lot of you, not everybody, but a lot of you think that if white people is running the show, they know what they're doing. No, they don't know what they're doing. Because Donald Trump has not only fooled a lot of you so-called conservatives, but he's also fooled 40% of the United States of white people. He's confused them. They think that by instituting tariffs that is going to make the country great. Hey, Earth the idiot. It's a tax. Why do you think that beef is up 20%? Why do you think coffee is up 25%? Could the coffee going up 25 cents have something to do with, wait, hold on, let me say. Could it have something to do with the fucking tax on Brazil? Where we get 99% of our fucking coffee from, that there's a 50% tax? Do you understand why a goddamn when now we see cars, the prices are going up on everything. Prices have went up on every fucking thing. You go to the stores, to the grocery stores. I don't shop at the dollar store. Not saying that I have a problem with the dollar store, anything like that. Not at all. I just don't shop there. If I needed something from there, I would go. My sister told me, she was like, yo, I went to the goddamn dollar store. They done changed shit that was supposed to be $1. Now it's $1.25. I'm like, wow, look at that. Even the cheap shit that you used to get, you can't even get it for cheap no more. You want to know why? Because your lizard and savior, Donald Trump, has done this. This who's doing this. This who's doing this is Donald Trump. And white people, they just can't grasp it. They don't understand what's going on. Neferu says, ain't nothing $1. No, ain't nothing $1 at the dollar store. Nothing. Everything's going up from what I hear, $1.25, $1.50, things going up. Things are going up. With the way how things are going, I may have to start shopping at the goddamn dollar store. Like I said, I ain't got a problem with the dollar store, If I need some ribbons or something or whatever for a birthday party or something quick, I'll run into the dollar store. I done shopped there before. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but yeah. Neferu, prices are going up everywhere. And you feel it, I feel it, we all feel it. But see, the people that voted for Donald Trump, They don't want to admit it. So many of them, they don't want to admit that they chose the wrong person. So much so that they begin to lie to themselves. Oh, Donald Trump is doing Donald Trump is not doing a good job. Have you seen the jobs market? Have you seen the jobs market? I'm going to play that a little bit later, but let me finish this out.
So what the fuck are they talking about?
This time last year, the rice price was about 40% higher than it is now. The inputs costs have gone up. So after
this dude just told you around this time last year, this shit is 40% more. See, what people don't understand about America, see, I work at a job, right? I work at a job to where my job, it's cheaper for us to import our shit than for what it is to actually make the things that we make to sell it to Americans. I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
Ain't no fucking way, boy.
The company that I work for, it's cheaper for them to outsource their shit. Even with the tariffs, it's still cheaper for them. When Donald Trump says, oh, man, we're going to bring back jobs and all of this and manufacturing job with all these tariffs, it's a lie. He's lying to you. You know he's lying. See, what the average American doesn't even understand, even when it comes to our beef, some of our pork, do you know that we still import beef from China, Japan, all of these other countries? We import this stuff. You want to know why? It's because it's cheaper to get it from these other places than what it is to make it and raise it right here in America. But the stupid fucking racist cracker in America doesn't want to understand it. The bird brain fucking nigga who's never been told this, they don't understand it. And this is why we are where we are right now. It's still cheaper for what is it? Sony, Magnavox, or whatever the fuck, to make a TV in China or Southeast Asia than what it is to make it here. It's still cheaper. Even with the tariffs, it's still fucking cheaper for them to make it over there and still bring this shit over here, and it take 30, 40 days on the ship. It's still cheaper. It's still cheaper. And this is why they do it. Bro, I talked about this in my debate with Yara. NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement. I talked about this shit. I tried to explain this. Nobody wants to understand it. There's a reason why things are more expensive. Things became more fucking expensive when Donald Trump put the tariffs. But you know what happened was we were so, listen, when you go to the 80s, right? America had manufacturing. So what happened is neoliberalism came around the late 70s, early 80s, and then boom, in the 90s, they signed NAFTA. What NAFTA allowed was for these American companies to send over and teach these other people cross seas how to make their shit, and the materials were cheaper. So that's why. Think about it. Think about it for half a second. Why is it that when you look at, we in 2025, why would you look at in 2002, right? No, let's go to 2005. This is when we first started seeing flat screen TVs, right? We first started seeing flat screen TVs. These motherfuckers was $5,000, $6,000 for the small joints. Now, why is it that you can walk through Walmart and you can see a fucking huge ass 50-inch screen for $300 right there in the middle of the goddamn store? You want to know why? This shit came from China. This shit came from Singapore. And it was cheaper for them to make it over there and send it over here, and they can still sell it to you for $300. If America tried to make that shit here, impossible. That shit would be $10,000 fucking dollars for a little small little 30-inch. But see, Americans, We're so fucking stupid. We don't look at these things. This is how we're easily beguiled by a Donald Trump. Oh my God, it's gonna be the greatest. It's gonna be the most beautiful. Well, you're not gonna be able to stop winning. Bullshit. Right. A 96-inch is less than $1,000. Just think about that for a second. You can walk out of Walmart right now with a fucking 90-inch, and that should be like $700-800, and it's right there on a pallet sitting in fucking Walmart, and you can get you one. You can get you one. Do you remember when the flat screens first came out? It was $700 for a 30-inch. I remember. I was alive during that time. We had the big box TVs back in the day. 2005, everybody had a box TV. Nigga, we ain't moved to flat screens yet. We didn't move to flat screens yet. We had the big box TVs and all of that shit in 2005, nigga. Come 2012, nigga, them shits was, you could just go and get you one. You want a 30-inch now? That shit's probably like $70. It's probably like $70. I could pull it up right now. Walmart, 30-inch TV. It's probably $70 or less. Our TVs have become so cheap that our TVs, we use them as monitors on our computer. We use our TVs as monitors on our computer. These little 30-inch screens or whatever, niggas don't even buy monitors no more. Like actual computer monitors. We just buy TVs. Because it's cheaper. Because if you actually pay for a monitor, like I ain't gonna get into my system or nothing, but I got 3 monitors, like real fucking monitors. But it would be no problem if you just switch these bitches out for TVs. Thank you, bruh. Circuit City, Best Buy, all of that shit back in the day. What? Them shits was stupid expensive. And they're still not as flat as we have today. And them motherfuckers wasn't even smart TVs. And niggas wasn't even hanging them up on the wall back in the day. Niggas like, I ain't finna put this shit on the wall so my shit can fall and break. But let me play a little bit more. My bad. I'm getting off on a tangent. I do apologize. I'm sorry. I do apologize. But y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about is true. If you a 90s baby or I don't know. I can't say early 2000s. But if you were 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, baby, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Horrible year last year where most farmers in Arkansas Delta lost money. This year's going to be worse.
Though President Trump's big beautiful bill provided a much needed update to safety net subsidies for farmers, they won't see those federal dollars until late next year, by which time some have projected that as many as 1/4 or even 1/3 of Arkansas farmers will face bankruptcy or be forced to leave the business amid the crisis the American ag economy is currently in. It's already taken its toll this year.
I'm a 6th-generation farmer from Newport, and we made a decision to go out this year. In the spring. So my son will not be the 7th generation on our farm.
So her family are 6 generations of farmers, and she's saying that her sons will not be a 7th generation of farmers, all because of Donald Trump's policies. And here's the thing. There are already subsidies in place that these people are supposed to get in December of 2026.
Nana Asadu Kukrabur says, I and hashtag 039, M60 and hashtag 039, S baby. Rabbit ears TVs.
You damn right. Nigga, when I was coming up, I'm an 80s baby shit. We had the rabbit ears, nigga. Sometimes, you had, what was it? UHF and VHF. You had to switch back and forth. You're trying to watch the game. I think local was UHF. You had to switch that shit up. You'll put the damn rabbit ears on the back of that shit. Sometimes your little brother would fuck around and break it, so you had to change one rabbit ear out for some goddamn, I want to say styrofoam, but, aluminum foil. You would change one of the ears out, or you would put a little bit of aluminum on that bitch to make it a little bit longer so you can get a clearer picture. Shit, nigga, I remember when I used to go to my grandma's house, nigga, she had a black and white TV. She had a black and white TV, and the phone she had was one of them phones that you had to. She had a rotary phone, nigga. She had a nigga. My grandma had a rotary phone, nigga. You wanted to dial out, you had to. It used to be 7 numbers, but then, you know, you had to then what was that back in like 97, 98? We started getting area codes. I know in Miami it used to be 305, and then they brought in 786. Shit, nigga, now you had to type, because before you used to just be able to type 223-4545. Now that they introduced a new area code where you at, nigga, you got to type in 786 or 305. So that's 10 of them. I remember that as a shorty, bro. And I'm saying as a shorty, but this was in the 90s. You know, she had one walk phone. I remember my grandma had one walk phone in her house. She had one walk phone. She had one walk phone. She had when we say walk phone, we say that means cordless for niggas that don't know cordless. The rest of them shits was on the long ass goddamn cylindrical cord, and then she had rotary phones in that bitch. She had rotary phones, nigga. I remember that like yesterday.
Enough for them. They need their welfare right now. And I'm wondering why they haven't gotten it, because Donald Trump told me that we have $8 trillion in new revenue from tariffs. It should be easy.
And let me say this. The reason why I remember this so well is because my grandmother's house used to be right down the street from my school. So when I would get out of school, I would go directly to my grandmother's house until, you know, I got picked up, whatever. So, you know, I'm sitting there watching TV. This, you know, the UHF, the VHF, you got to switch that shit back and forth. Like, the shit had like 3 knobs. You had the UHF, VHF, and then you had the other knob with the 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, all of that old shit. Like, yeah, I remember them old TVs, nigga. I wasn't born in the 60s and 70s, or, you know, but I remember them old ass TVs, nigga. My grandmother had them shits, them old ass TVs, nigga, them old shits. Old shits.
To give them subsidies, pay off everyone's student loans, give people free housing, free food, and still have like $7 trillion left over. I'm wondering how these people are struggling so much when Donald Trump keeps telling us we are in the golden age of America and the economy is booming. And if you think this lady's family not being 7th generation farmers is bad enough, wait until you hear what this next lady says.
5 of my customers have committed suicide. That's how serious that this is.
She said 5 of her customers have committed, you know, take your ass up out of here. I'm trying to be careful with the wording. But like, this is what they're going through. You notice something in this whole room. Can somebody tell me with this image here, what do they not see in this whole room? If this was back in September, October, or November, we would have seen one resounding thing. But for some reason in this whole room, we do not see it. Can somebody tell me what we do not see? Come on now. We've all played a Little I Spy. I know, come on. There's one thing missing from all of these farmers. What do we not see that we would have saw if they were all sitting in this room back in November? What is it do we not see? There's one thing. I'm gonna give y'all some time. What is it do we not? There you go. God damn it, Kefas is on fucking point.
Kefas Allen says, no MAGA hats.
That's right. We don't see no goddamn MAGA hats. We only see one goofy with a goddamn red shirt on. We only see one person with a red shirt on. And another person over here. Listen, no MAGA hats. Because they understand that MAGA is doing this to them. Shouts out to goddamn Kefis Allen, man. You want it.
Today, Arkansas farmers gathered to share their struggles with staffers from the state's congressional delegation, pleading for Arkansas lawmakers on Capitol Hill and the governor to convince President Trump to provide.
Well, that's another thing, too. You don't see no Negroes. That's another thing, too.
Emergency funding to help them make it to next year.
We have to have ad hoc payments right now to make it through this year.
5 customers have committed suicide. That's crazy. That is absolutely sad. I'm looking around this room and I'm wondering one thing.
Here you go.
Where are all the fucking MAGA hats? Because if Donald Trump shows up in Arkansas for a rally, there's nothing but farmers, some of these same people who were probably there wearing MAGA hats. Why aren't they wearing them now? Empty. Why aren't they wearing these MAGA hats now when they're begging for money?
Because their backs are against the wall and they know exactly who's doing it to them. But given the opportunity, they would vote the same way. They will vote the same way. And see, this is the humanity in me. This brother's like, man, fuck him. I don't care nothing about him. Let him drown and die. Me, I have a little bit more humanity. Like, man, you know, nobody deserves to be like this. You know, he's, you know, I'm not saying that he is an accelerationist, and that doesn't make you an accelerationist per se, but I feel him. Because initially I was like that. I was on some fat folk, fuck around, find out, nigga, this is how it should be. But as it goes on, it's just like, come on, man.
They want our tax-paying dollars. Make no mistake about it. This welfare that they're asking for, those are mine and your tax-paying dollars. They want that to solve their problems. But when other people ask for tax-paying dollars to solve their problems, they vote against those people. And again, they want us to give a damn. I fucking don't.
You know, ultimately, I would be okay if people voted to not give these people a thing and they lost everything that they had. I would be okay. I wouldn't trip. Is that something that I want to happen? No, but I would most certainly be okay if these white motherfuckers lost everything that they had. But the American system as we know it and how it works, the only thing that's going to happen is these big corporations like Purdue and Monsanto and all of these places, they're just going to buy these places up, and they're just going to, that's why I say that, like, there's a compounding effect with it, that they're just going to buy these places and they're just going to continue to fill the American people with the bullshit that they sell, which in a way, there really is no way to get around it with the system that we have, but it's crazy.
At all.
If there's no emergency funding this year, there will be 1 out of 3 farmers will file bankruptcy.
Their cries for help did not appear to fall on deaf ears.
We're going to take your message, we're going to get it back to D.C., we're going to do everything we can to get you the help you need.
Until the federal government steps in to save them, farmers have no one to turn to but God.
Farmers, in my opinion. And this is the, God damn it, this is the cake. This is the icing on the cake. Nigga, God ain't doing this shit, bro. Donald Trump is actively doing this to y'all. Donald Trump is actively doing this to y'all, and these motherfuckers are bowing their head in prayer. Well, if that's the case, well, bow your head in prayer and pray to God, nigga. If that's it, then bow your head and pray to God for these funds that you claim you need. And this is why God is the biggest scapegoat, because God allows these motherfuckers to get the help they need from the tax dollars and then continue to fucking be racist the next day once they got their shit. And the sad part about it is people look at this like this is a one-off. This exact same thing happened in Donald Trump's first iteration as president. This same exact thing happened. Like word for word, this same exact thing happened. It's crazy.
Lord, and it's only my opinion. They're closer to thee than anyone else on this earth because we deal with your earth every day. Dear Lord, we're hurting here, Lord. We can't help what's happened to us.
It's hard not to be moved by the cries of the people who put food on your table.
No, it's really not fucking hard for me not to be moved. It's really not hard because I'm not moved at all. I'm really not moved.
No, it isn't. I wasn't moved at all. In fact, I was sitting here laughing at all these welfare kings and queens praying because their Lord and Savior Donald Trump isn't answering their prayers and their cries for money from my pockets. This is so crazy to me because these are the same people who, when you say, you know what, we should take care of the poor and downtrodden. We should take care of people who've fallen on some hard times. They say, fuck that. That's socialism. No, we're
That's facts. They do say that. But check this out. I just got an email while I'm live right now. They said, yo, YouTube said, yo, your channel memberships, you can now have memberships again. So if you guys want to support the channel with a membership, you know, all of that, that's dope. Damn, that's crazy. That just came through right now at 11:16. That was 3 minutes ago. I just got an email saying, yo, you know, you can get memberships back and all of this shit. They been kind of cooking me for the last 2 months, but yeah, we back, baby. We back. But yeah, man, if you want to support the channel with a membership, all of that good stuff, you probably won't be able to see it, but that means like the super chats and all of that stuff. That stuff should be back too. You should be able to see the super chats. You probably won't see it on this stream because I already started the stream. But yeah, if you want to support it and check your brother out, we always got the Cash App if you want to, you know, rock with me on that. But yeah, let's continue.
We're not Marxists here. We're not Marxists here. So that's what I got for them right now. I'm not a socialist or a Marxist. If I were, I'd be saying, you know what? Give them the money. But I don't care. I don't give a damn.
I am a socialist and I am a Marxist, so this is why I do kind of care a lot, but it doesn't hurt my feelings to see these people struggle because I understand that these motherfuckers wouldn't spit on me if my drawers was on fire. I'm just being honest.
I feel bad for the families and the farmers in Arkansas who didn't vote for this shit. I feel bad for some of them who probably told their friends and
I don't feel bad for none of them motherfuckers. If you live in this goddamn country and shit is going fucked up for you because these motherfuckers decided to vote this way, I don't feel bad for you either. I don't give a fucking shit about no fucking stupid ignorant ass motherfucking Democrat who figured let me go out and pull the lever for fucking Kamala Harris knowing that this bitch ain't worth a fucking shit. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, what? Now that's some totally other shit.
Neighbors, listen, man, these tariffs are going to hurt us. And their friends and neighbors said, we don't care, bro. Trump is racist like we are. He's going to get rid of the black and brown people, so I'm voting for him. I feel bad for those people who rang the alarm, who sounded the alarm to these people. I don't feel bad for any of them. All of those people.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for the stupid fucking Democrat niggas that said, hey, you know what? I just want to keep voting for Democrats. I don't feel bad for the motherfuckers. Not at all. Because the thing is, when it comes to these fucking idiot Democrats, you got the Republicans who are racist fucks and they're pieces of shit. But the thing with the Democrats, these motherfuckers would be totally okay that this was happening the same way how these motherfuckers are okay it was happening as long as it was Joe Biden or Kamala Harris that was doing it to them. They're two wings of the same goddamn bird. Who gives a fuck about a stupid, know-nothing, brainless goddamn Democrat? No, fuck them too. They deserve every goddamn thing that they get. What are you saying that we were supposed to wake up the next day after everybody voted for Kamala and she was going to be the fucking president and things were going to just be so much better? No, things were not going to be so much better. It wouldn't be this, but it wouldn't be so much better. This stupid fucking woman told you that she wasn't going to deviate from what the fuck Joe Biden did. So what the fuck are you talking about? What made you think that things were going to get better by voting for Kamala Harris? She said she wasn't going to deviate. She was just going to be another fucking Joe Biden clone. And all of these motherfuckers have been chasing Obama. They're just Obama clones. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about? How the fuck is shit getting better under goddamn Democrats or goddamn Republicans? You crazy outside your goddamn nigga mind. Fuck out of here.
People sitting in there with their hats off praying right now, those same people were wearing MAGA hats about 9 or 10 months ago, standing at Donald Trump rallies with signs that said mass deportations now.
Facts. We didn't get here overnight. This shit took this took time. It took time for us to get here. It took time for us to get here. And what we don't get to do is just blame the fucking Republicans about the state that we are in now. We don't just get to blame the Republicans. Donald Trump is digging the hole deeper. Yes, he is. Donald Trump is digging the hole deeper. But we cannot sit back, relax, and forget about what the fuck the Republicans did. Joe Biden ran on $15 an hour as a fucking minimum wage. He threw that shit in the garbage. Joe Biden ran on getting rid of college debt. He threw that in the garbage. What the fuck is you niggas talking about? What, are you so mad at Donald Trump that he didn't forgive student fucking loans? That you forgot that Joe Biden didn't do it either? Are you so mad at Donald Trump that he didn't fucking forgive your goddamn student loans? So much so that you forgot that Joe Biden ran on this shit and didn't fucking do it either? Get the fuck out my face, nigga. Your breath stinks. Your breath stinks, nigga. Stop playing with me. It ain't a fucking Democrat or Republican that can come in my face and talk to me. I don't want to hear it. Remove yourself. You sound crazy. Yeah, we on the motherfucking Republicans' ass tonight. But don't act like the motherfucking Democrats have not been right there in loop doing the same shit that these motherfuckers are doing. Breaking so-called promises. The fuck out of here. Nobody ain't sitting back listening to no stupid-ass fucking Democrat. The Democrats is what got these motherfucking stupid-ass conservatives and motherfucking niggas running over to across the street trying to be a goddamn conservative. These niggas are running from a place to where they got nothing only to get to another place to where they can get nothing. But the difference is when they run from the Democratic Party, they go over to somewhere to where they don't get nothing. But when they go over there to somewhere where they don't get nothing, they eating it up. That's the only difference. The stupid nigga ran from a place to where he or she got nothing, only to go across the street to get nothing, but they're eating it up. There's no fucking difference. Both of you niggas are stupid. You niggas belong to the same fucking master. You belong to the same master. Cut it out.
So I got thoughts in pairs and a bunch of fuck yous for every single one of them. Period.
Hey, shout out to the brother, man. I'm not mad at him. I'm definitely not mad at him for that. Thoughts in pairs. I like that. Thoughts in pairs. I like that. That's dope. I ain't even gonna lie. That's dope. Thoughts in pairs, nigga. Not singles, but pairs. Let's check this out though. He dropped another video. He makes pretty good content. I think you guys should check him out here. Let me drop the link. I think you guys should check him out. I just found this dude like yesterday. He comes off as a bit of a centrist, a bit of a liberal, you know. I listen to liberal niggas because like who the fuck, there's a lot of liberals out there, there's a lot of centrists out there. Like, what do? Like you can't really get around that. But Yeah, he comes off as like some kind of centrist, not he doesn't come off as Democrat shill, but he's definitely like comes off as like a liberal type. I don't know, maybe I haven't listened to enough of his content to really, grasp where where he is with it. Maybe some of you people probably know the dude. I don't know him like that. But I just really ran into the dude like literally yesterday, and I was like, damn, he make pretty good video.
Okay, so Donald Trump recently fired the head of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. When he did that, he said from here on out, we're going to get accurate job numbers. Around that same time, Howard Lutnick, his Secretary of Commerce, who is basically his economic...
Howard Lutnick is such a fucking weasel. I hate that dude so much. Oh, I hate that dude so much.
Mouthpiece on television tweeted this: GDP just surged 3% and the Trump economy has officially arrived. Biden's first quarter is behind us and growth is already accelerating. President Trump's tariff policies have drawn historic investments and opened up global markets for U.S. businesses.
Now, keep in mind, here's the crazy part. This is in July. He's talking about see, the thing about the GDP, they're talking about the GDP just surged at 3%. People don't understand GDP. GDP is gross domestic product. So GDP, if it goes 3%, this 3% does not have to fucking affect you. GDP can be 20% and never affect the people on the ground, which are people, me or you workers. It can never affect you because we have so many fucking, what is it? We have like 18 million millionaires or some shit here in America. We have so many rich people here in America to where the poor people, regular people, just like me and you, to where this shit doesn't even affect us. But for a millionaire who's getting a 3% return, nigga, that's amazing. But for you, nigga, you make $10 an hour working at fucking the Dollar Tree. Nigga, 3% ain't doing shit. What's 3% on a dollar? 3 cents? You know what the fuck 3% is on a fucking 500 million? Exactly. I think we all know. But let's go.
Congratulations, America. 3% today, and we're just getting started. So the Trump economy has finally arrived. He said that in July. Biden's economy finally behind us. Here's what he said today before the new jobs numbers came out.
This is of numbers, though, that come out of a group like BLS. What the American public, what the world public, the CEOs in America, the Fed, anybody who's making decisions on these numbers, actually, they don't want someone who's there to win. They just want somebody who's there going to give them the most accurate, timely numbers that possibly exist. Just accuracy is probably the only thing.
This dude Howard is he such a fucking stink? But listen,
they want. So what I'm asking is today, when we see those numbers, whether we should believe they're accurate.
I think they'll get better because he'll take out the people who are just trying to create noise against the president. Take out the people trying to create noise. Let's get the accurate numbers because this is going to be the greatest growth economy. Right, 6 months from now, a year from today,
now he's talking about 6 months from now and all of this other shit. What about today when the jobs numbers came out? America lost thousands of fucking jobs. This is what they're not telling you. Donald Trump is lying to you, and everybody that's downstream of his piss is just reverberating the same shit. America's so great. America's gonna win. We're doing so good. No, America's not doing good. Listen to these fucking putrid job numbers.
These trillions of dollars in plants and factories. You've seen all these pictures. They are just so many factories going in. The employment situation.
He's lying. I'm sorry, I hate to keep stopping it. This dude is lying. Donald Trump has a particular cadence on how Donald Trump talks, so much so that his underlings are using the same cadence. So many factories. No, this is not true. Let's go.
In America is going to be so impressive. Look, we've got 3% GDP growth. Nothing wrong with the growth we're going to have the rest of this year. But the Donald Trump economy, the explosive power of his tariff policy, his plants being built in America, to come home and build advanced manufacturing in America, when that comes starting 6 months from today to a year from today, you're just going to be impressed. I'm going to come on your show, and I'm going to make you say, Donald Trump was right, and we are all impressed.
The official moving of the fucking goalposts. It's not gonna happen now. It's gonna happen 6 months to a year from now. Always these fucking ranges with these people, right? Yeah, you know, it's gonna be the biggest economic boom in the history of the planet. Okay, back off, buddy, a little bit. But he did say the numbers are going to be better because we got rid of the bad actors who were cooking the books to make Donald Trump look bad. So, we got rid of the bad people. It's Donald Trump's economy. Joe Biden's crap is behind us. Let's take a look at the numbers that came out today.
Go through them, Lauren. I sure do. 22,000 jobs added in the month of August. That was much less than the expectation of 75,000, guys. The July number was revised. I will get to review.
That's 50 fucking thousand. Just in case you weren't paying attention. 75,000, which was projected, and 20,000 gained, that's 50,000 lost. Stop it.
In a moment, unemployment rate coming in as expected, 4.3%. So that would be higher than July's 4.2%. Again, 22,000 jobs added in August. Let me get you the revisions because this is what everybody is focused on. For June and July together, combined 21,000 jobs lower than previously reported.
22,000 jobs, basically 50,000 less than they expected. 50,000? You're telling me they fired the person who gave you these numbers before because they
fired the person that told them this same shit last month. Donald Trump fired her. That told him the same shit last month. Oh, no. This is BS. This isn't real. This isn't real. Fired the goddamn lady. Now they're getting the same shit now, and they can't run from it. They can't run from it. This is why they try to push out this GDP shit. GDP doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect the nigga that's making $10 an hour. It doesn't affect the nigga that's making 22, 23, 24. It doesn't affect you. GDP doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you. The stock market is not a barometer on how good the American people are doing. Stop looking at the fucking stock market. Do you know who engages in the stock market? Rich people. Mainly wealthy people. The stock market is never a fucking barometer on how good the American people are doing. This is a lie. They're lying to you, to your goddamn face, and expecting you to yuck it up. This is what these farmers in Arkansas, Iowa, Oklahoma, this is the stupid shit that they were listening to. This is what got them caught up. Stop being a useful idiot.
They said, nah, these numbers aren't good enough. We can do better. And it's so bad, they couldn't even lie about the shit. They couldn't even make it up. And the revisions from the last 2 months show us that we created 21,000 less jobs than it said we did. So that's basically 75,000 jobs less than we thought in 3 months. The fucking best economy in the history of the goddamn planet. And I'm not happy about this. Unemployment went up to 4.3%. It was under 4% when Joe Biden left office. And it's so crazy because Donald Trump, during that time, was saying, oh, all these numbers are good because the people know Donald Trump is going to be president.
And see, even that number is still a guise because when you understand the numbers, bro, do you know how many fucking ghosts, bro? Listen, there's another side of YouTube that people probably don't even know about that a lot of times I delve into. Bro, there's so many ghost jobs. There's so many ghost jobs. Listen, no, I'm not even going to delve into that now.
So that's why
that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. I'm going to deal with the ghost jobs.
All the numbers are good. So it's crazy because the numbers were good when we thought Trump was going to be president, but now that he is president, They're bad, and it's basically Joe Biden's fault. Because you know they're going to circle back to it's Joe Biden's fault. And Fox News right now is coping hard. They're going through it right now. They're trying to find the thinnest silver lining in these horrible numbers that they can, and they're having a damn hard time right now.
Here, private payrolls coming in. The expectation was 75,000. We got 38,000, and there was a loss of 16,000 jobs in government, which I think Lauren mentioned. But again, you know, that 22,000 number, Charles, it's a weaker than expected number, and these revisions are pretty brutal.
Yeah, extraordinarily. You know, gone through. I mentioned healthcare. 31,000, the 12-month average is 42,000. That had been obviously a massive driver, and we know the demographic situation there. Just a little disappointed. Manufacturing was hoping to maybe.
Look, they're trying their best. Well, you know, just a little disappointing. A little disappointing? A little disappointing? The Jobs is telling you that America is failing. If people aren't working, nigga, that is the barometer for the fucking economy. If people aren't working, you know what's happening is that Donald Trump has put in these fucking tariffs, so much so that what American jobs are doing, they're doing firings and they're not hirings. So what they're doing is they're firing people. They're putting up these fucking ghost jobs, acting like they're hiring, but they aren't hiring. They're actually firing people. Because what do they have to do? They don't want to raise their prices, because what happens when you raise your prices? People won't buy. So instead of raising their prices, what do? They fire people because they gotta get that shit off. They gotta get it off of their books. What happens? What happens when they just raise the prices, and keep raising the prices? People gonna look at it, man. I can't afford this shit. I can't afford it, so I'll go without. I can't afford this, so I'll go without. I can't afford that, so I'll go without. So they begin to fire people and let people go. I'm waiting on my job right now to tell me, hey, I'm waiting on it. At any given fucking time, I'm waiting on this shit because it's real. It's real.
Maybe see something there. But it's just, I think for the most part, if there was a whisper number, and I'm sure there was, this might be right where the whisper number is. And this is a sweet spot, I think, from the market's perspective. You can see the major averages are moving higher. It's not so bad that we're thinking recession, but it's bad enough that we think maybe the Fed could be much more accommodative beyond.
And they're lying. Oh, it's not so bad. We should be thinking recession. No, it is that bad. You should be thinking recession. You should be thinking recession. The numbers haven't been this bad since when? Since the recession of 2020. Was 2020 a recession? Yes, it was. It was a COVID recession. And these numbers are worse than that. How the fuck is this not an indicator of a recession when these numbers are just as goddamn bad as COVID? When there was an active recession and we saw it, we felt it, so much so that they had to give out stimulus checks. These are the same numbers that could go back to 2008 in a recession. What is they talking about? They trying to give these motherfuckers a soft landing, but no, there is no soft landing. When you look at these numbers and you know what these numbers mean, nigga, we are headed to a recession. I know you work your little job. I know you play your PlayStation when you get off. I know you don't give a fuck sometimes. I get it. Sometimes I do too. But nigga, we are headed to a fucking recession. And the truth of the matter is we're already in it. We're already in it. And what they're trying to do is they're lying to you to give you this soft landing. Oh, well, no, it's, we're not headed to a recession, But these numbers line up with a recession. The numbers line up. How are we not in a recession when these same numbers line up with the fucking recession that we just goddamn had with COVID?
September.
Yeah, and also, too, Jody Biley, labor force participation rate, 62.3%. Your reaction?
Yeah, so we're not seeing much movement in that number, which is disappointing. And
this is the bullshit they give you. Well, we're not seeing too much movement, which is disappointing. No. It's not disappointing. This is what it is. This is a fucking space rock that's heading to Earth, ready to fuck shit up. The recession is coming. Get prepared, nigga. I understand you want to buy this and you want to buy that. Nigga, you better stop buying shit. Stop buying shit today. I understand you may want to go on a vacation. Nigga, you better not do it. There's a recession coming. Don't come to this fucking channel 7 months down the line and be like, damn, that nigga Qube was right. Nigga, prepare now. There's a recession coming. And Donald Trump is leading the fucking way. He won't suffer from it. Nobody in this country that's rich is going to suffer from no motherfucking recession. Nobody. Nobody that's rich. They're telling you right now. In September, they're telling you the numbers. They're telling you the numbers. They're giving it to you right there in your face. A recession is coming. Hold off on your spending. Black people, I'm being honest with you. Hold off on your fucking spending. Listen, I get it. I 100% get it. Hold off on your spending, bro. A recession is coming. It's most certainly coming. There's nothing you, I, or anybody else can do. We see what President Modi is doing in India. We see what Xi Jinping is doing in China. We see what they're doing. They're going to pull back. They've already started to pull back. Stop spending. Yeah, I know you saved up some money. You wanted to get you a new computer. You wanted to get you a new this. Don't spend that shit, bro. Because you can't eat fucking gigabytes. Nigga, you can't eat megabytes, nigga. Slow down. Just wait. This recession is coming. Slow the fuck down, bro. I promise you. On everything.
And surprising, to be honest with you, Cheryl, because we're seeing that there is starting to be some increase in the weekly jobless claims. And so I like to look into that number and say, are we seeing more people say they want to...
Hold on. What did she just say?
We're seeing that there is starting to be some increase in the weekly jobless.
They're starting to see an increase in the weekly, not monthly, not bi-monthly. They're starting to see the increase in the weekly jobless claims. There's more and more and more and more and more people saying that they're out of work. What the fuck do you think that means? What is that pointing to? It's pointing to a recession. This is what it's pointing to it.
Claims. And so I like to look into that number and say, are we seeing more people say they want to participate in the workforce? I also think this...
Who gives a fuck if these people want to participate in the workforce? If the jobs aren't there and they're reporting that they don't have a job, who gives a fuck what they want to do? The jobs aren't there. We just saw it right now. We just saw it. There was a 50,000 job loss. The jobs aren't there, so who cares what these people want to do?
Report is a little bit more of the same. The jobs are in healthcare, they're in leisure and hospitality. We've lost jobs again in the professional business service sector.
This woman is bold-faced lying to y'all.
Temporary help sector, which is not a good sign. So
she just told you that they're losing jobs in the temporary sector. Do you know what that means? Hey, is this thing on? That means that niggas that work temp agencies, these motherfuckers are not getting jobs. Is this thing on? Hello? If you lose your job, nigga, you can't just go to a temp agency and go get you a job. Those jobs are drying up and dwindling. She's telling you this shit. But, you know, niggas will call me Chicken Little. Oh, man, this nigga talking shit. He don't know what he's talking about. He just doing this. Okay. All right, that's cool. Go ahead and buy that new couch, nigga. And I hope you able to sleep on that shit when they grabbing it and throwing it out your motherfucking apartment or house when you can't pay for your shit. Yeah, go ahead and buy that new car, nigga. I hope you're ready to sleep in that bitch. Man, these white motherfuckers got a plan for your ass. You better get ready.
There's a lot of concern, even though the private payroll number is 38,000, that is still a pretty weak number.
They're losing bootlicking ass Fox News right now. Every single one of these people who are on there right now acting like they're at a funeral, they're like, gosh, you know, these numbers, every single day they spend every single.
Yo, that's the worst part about it. Shanafaru, Admiral Shamayan. That's the worst part about it. Is that we're losing jobs in all of these different sectors, and then we got AI that's taking jobs. They didn't even account for. Do you notice that they didn't account for? They got accounts for private sector jobs, doing this, doing that, service job, hospitality jobs, temporary jobs. They got numbers for all of that. They're not finna give you the amount of jobs that AI is taking. They're not even giving you that. Bro, the sky is falling in America. Listen, I'm a poor nigga in America. I don't make a lot of money. Nigga, fuck subscribing to my channel. Fuck dropping me a $5 super chat, nigga. Hold on to your motherfucking bread, nigga. I'm telling you right now. Hold on to your motherfucking bread. And this is G shit. You better hold on to your motherfucking bread, nigga. Qube will be okay without your $5 super chat, nigga. That shit ain't paying nobody's rent. Nigga, you can't even go to McDonald's and get you a motherfucking burger for $5. What the fuck are you getting for? Nigga, hold your shit, nigga. Cause when this shit hit in January or February, nigga, yeah, it's coming, nigga. You gonna wish you would have held on to that $5 here, that $10 there. Nigga, hold your shit. If you got it like that, nigga, support. And I fuck with you. If you got it like that. But if you nigga, nah, nigga, you playing. You got it fucked up.
Single day sitting at those desks touting Donald Trump's economic policies, touting his tariffs, talking about all the money he's brought in from tariffs. And now they got to sit there. And it's like they're at someone's funeral right now.
And you know the craziest part about it is that when you look at what Kamala Harris was saying, she was like, yo, there was so many economists that looked at, this is what she said. She said there was so many economists that looked at my plan and Donald Trump's plan, and they said that with Donald Trump's plan is going to accelerate. It's going to accelerate what we're having right now. Motherfuckers ain't even pay attention. They ain't even pay attention. So yeah, America needs to be humble. This is what America needs. America needs this shit. Because there's been too many racist crackers who are just okay with hating other motherfuckers to where now they gotta feel it. They gotta feel it. Up and down they motherfucking ass. They gotta feel it.
And then you have this Hassett guy. I think it's Paul Hassett or something like that, right? He's another one of Donald Trump's economic mouthpieces. He's going to blame it, again, on the people putting...
Admiral Shamiam says, the housing market will all collapse by 80 or 90%.
Bro, the housing market is sitting on stilts. The housing market is sitting on stilts, bro. Like... We can if we want to be honest right now, we can't say that the housing market has crashed. We can say that the housing market is fucking non-existent. The same house that you were probably saving up for last year that was $300,000, that bitch is $500,000 right now. You want to know how I know? You want to know how I know? It's easy. Nigga, download Redfin. Download any of these fucking apps. Download these bitches. They'll tell you. You looking at a house, bro, you can see the differences in how the house went up. Oh shit. Back in the house was built in 1998. The shit was 70,000. Then in 2008, the shit was 120,000. Then in 2015, it was 150,000. Now the shit is $500,000 to get this random ass fucking house. This rando ass house that you could have been got for some cheap ass shit. Now it's expensive as fuck. You can see the history of how this shit went up, 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 and up. We saw this during the pandemic. We saw the housing market do the same shit during the pandemic. Now we're seeing the same thing. People want to talk about GDP, bro. GDP does not affect you. Stop looking at those dumbass numbers. GDP does not affect you. That shit does not affect you, nigga. When a house that you was looking at, that you needed a 7% down payment for, that you only needed, you know what I'm saying, like 10, 15 grand for a down payment. Now you need 50 grand for that bitch. Yeah, nigga, shit is fucked. Shit is fucked, nigga. Shit is in the toilet. It's in the toilet. And real niggas know. Real niggas know what's up. If you looking for a home or whatever, you been out here looking about, you had your eye on a home, you been watching this shit for about 6-7 months now. This shit was $250. Now this motherfucker 3 and change. You like, what? How is it 3 and change now? Exactly.
The numbers together. You fired them. You fired them and brought in your own people. You even brought these numbers out later. You've had Donald Trump sitting around with a book, opening it up, talking about all these great numbers. You've had him doing that. No sources, just him saying the numbers are great. Now you're going to try to blame it on the people who put the numbers together. Listen to what this dude says. This is such bullshit.
Go ahead and get your hot take. It's not the number you wanted. It was not the number that was expected. How come?
Right. Well, one of the things we know is that they've been really at BLS struggling with bad response rates. And Goldman Sachs put out a study yesterday that said that they've been messing up the August seasonals so much that over the last 10 to 15 years, they've tended to have to revise up the number by around almost 70,000 jobs when they get the new final surveys.
So it's their fault?
And so, well, I'm saying that this number, we expect this number will be revised up. That's been the pattern over and over. And if that happens, then it'll be consistent with all the other indicators we're seeing. Industrial production is at an all-time high. Capital spending is up 8% over the first half of the year after it being mostly flat under Joe Biden. And also,
you heard what he said? Rewind that.
Surveys.
So it's their fault?
And so, well, I'm saying that this number, we expect this number will be revised up. That's been the pattern over and over. And if that happens, then it'll be consistent with all the other indicators we're seeing. Industrial production is at an all-time high. Capital spending is up 8% over the first.
Capital spending is up. Spending is up. What happens when you begin to spend money that you don't fucking have? Can we get somebody in the chat to tell me what happens when you begin to spend money that you don't have? What happens when you spend money that you don't have? When capital spending goes up, what follows? The word starts with an I, ends with an N. Inflation. Inflation. That's all it is. Inflation. Spending is up. These stupid fucking white motherfuckers, they thought the big, beautiful bill was going to help them. But in actuality, what it did is it just marked their fucking grave. The big, beautiful bill gave more money to the Department of Defense. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even called the Department of Defense anymore. It's called the Department of War. Before the Department of Defense was spending $900 fucking billion. Now the Department of War is spending $1 trillion fucking dollars. $1 trillion. $1 trillion, y'all. $1 trillion. Make that make sense. The Department of Defense. It's not the DOD anymore. It's the DOW. The Department of War. Donald Trump decided to change the name and call it the Department of War. Disgusted on every level.
First half of the year after it being mostly flat under Joe Biden. And also within the jobs report we got today, there are a lot of really interesting and positive patterns. Thing one is that all the job creation is private sector job creation. Government workers who actually their employment declined.
Look, this motherfucker said, well, there's positives. The job creation is private sector jobs. Hey, Earth is stupid. That's the fucking barometer that we're using. That's the barometer that we're using. Isn't this capitalism? Isn't the private sector supposed to be held up above all? Isn't this neoliberalism? Isn't this a society that we fucking live in? Yeah, these motherfuckers are... It's not only that they're dumb, the American people are so fucking dumb. Well, it's the private sector. Well, hold on, sir. Can somebody tell me what percentage of jobs are the private sector? Can somebody tell me what the fuck the percentage are the private sector? What percentage of jobs come from the private sector? Can you tell me? Can anybody tell me, help me, what percentage of jobs come from the fucking private sector? Let me help you out. It starts with a fucking 9 and it ends with a fucking 9. 99% of fucking jobs come from the fucking private sector. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? 99% of jobs come from the fucking private sector. So when he says this stupid shit, well, see, the thing is, we have jobs, that'll be grown from the private sector. Well, nigga, damn near all the fucking jobs come from the private sector. The only jobs that don't are the fucking government jobs. Elon Musk got rid of fucking, damn near 60,000 motherfuckers? What the fuck is you talking about? This shit is stupid. It's dumb. Here, let me play this, man, because these MAGA idiots, bruh, they just don't get a lot of this shit. They don't get a lot of it.
Welcome back. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to answer a question that I've seen in the comment section often. And the question is, why is Donald Trump imposing tariffs on the whole world? So I'm going to explain it to you today in a very easy to understand way. Now, some of the reasons you'll hear the most are these. The United States is imposing taxes on imports of products from all over the world to bring manufacturing back to the United States. And of course, that's ridiculous because it'll do the exact opposite. And the easiest way to explain that is like this. The reason that manufacturing has left the United States is because it can be done more profitably somewhere else.
Yeah, it can be done profitably somewhere else, and also because of neoliberalism and NAFTA. But let's go.
Nobody forced multinational U.S. companies to leave the United States and start manufacturing in China. They did it because they can make more money by doing it there. So why would they come back? And why would tariffs make them come back?
They won't come back because, once again, it's easier to make money abroad, even with the tariffs applied, it's still easier. Because even the job that I work for, if the tariffs were doing such a fucking bang up job, these motherfuckers would start building the shit that we fucking sell here in America. But Earth is stupid. They not fucking doing it. You know why? Even with the tariffs, it's still cheaper.
Well, tariffs won't do that. What tariffs will do is make everything that is imported into the United States, all the materials that manufacturers would need to use to manufacture in the United States more expensive. And that will make the products that are manufactured in the United States less competitive worldwide. The United States might bring back some manufacturing to service its local market, but they're not going to be able to outcompete China and India and manufacture things cheaper here if all the materials necessary to do that manufacturing are taxed with these tariffs.
Right. So when, for example, when you take a car company such as BYD, Build Your Dreams, you take this company, these cars are better than any fucking Tesla that you can fucking imagine. In China right now, they are building cars in 1 minute. They're in China, their factories, I've showed this on my channel before. They're building cars every fucking minute. I can show it to you again if you need to see it. They're building cars at 1 minute per fucking car. Their factories are out of this world. Something we don't have the capability to do. We don't have the capability to do. So what the fuck did America do? America said, yo, we're going to put 100% tariffs on all of these fucking cars that come from China. Which means what? It means that you fucking dirty American, you don't get the fucking cheapest car that you can get. Instead, you know what you're left with? You're left with this Toyota Tundra that you got to fucking pay $50,000 for, instead of just getting a fucking BYD car that could probably cost you maybe $10,000 for a brand new car. But instead, you know what you're left with? You're paying $10,000 for a fucking used car with a bad fucking catalytic converter and all of this other shit, and you get all the fucking 30, 40, 50,000 miles on it. You get all of that shit. So you don't get a brand new car. You get another bad fucking car that's horrible, that needs to be fixed up and all of this shit. And you got to pay sometimes $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $50,000 on this shitty car. But if we were allowed to get these cars from China that are fucking cheap as shit because they're building these motherfuckers every goddamn minute, guess what happens? You get to get a cheap fucking car. But you know why you can't get this cheap car in America? It's because the cars that we build in America aren't as cheap. So what happens is they say, no, we won't give you this cheap ass car. We're going to force you to buy this Toyota because they've moved their shit here. Now you have to buy this Ford that's so fucking expensive. Now you gotta buy this fucking Chevy and all of these stupid ass cars that you actually don't even want. Let's go.
So that's not the reason. Another reason that you hear often is that countries around the world have been ripping the United States off, and it's time to get payback. It's time to make them pay. And I don't have to spend much time on this one because it's just ridiculous, because other countries do not pay the tariffs. A tariff is an import tax paid by US companies that import materials and products from other countries. So not only is that not a reason, it's just false. Here's another reason you hear. Well, the United States is running a trade deficit. The United States buys more things from other countries than those countries buy from the US. So if we impose tariffs on imports of their materials, that'll balance everything out. Well, that's a dumb reason as well. The reason that the US is running a big trade deficit is because the United States is rich, they have the richest consumers, and they demand to buy more. If the United States wants to sell more to other countries, it would be more advantageous to lift poor countries up from poverty by trading with them so they can afford to buy more things. And it would make more sense to try and make US manufactured products more competitive on the world market so that they could sell more to other countries. So that's not the reason. Another reason you hear a lot is this is the way the United States is going to apply leverage on other countries. Leverage on their allies and their enemies so that they do what the United States wants, like they're doing with Russia, convincing Russia to stop the war in Ukraine right away. That's not a very good example. Just a second there. Let me find another one. Oh yeah, if they impose tariffs on Canada, Canada will they won't know what to do, and they'll bow down to US domination and become the 51st state. Oh, wait a minute. That one's not going very well either. The Canadians are boycotting everything from the US, and they hate Trump now. Let me find another example. That's right. If they impose 50% tariffs on India, then India will stop buying oil from Russia. That's right. They'll apply leverage on India. Wait a minute. President
Ain't no fucking way.
Basically told Trump to go fuck himself, and Now Indians are thinking of boycotting U.S. goods as well. So that strategy is not going to work. That's not really a good strategy either. So why are they doing it? And I'm going to explain why here in an easy to understand example. And basically, I just want you to think about Donald Trump for a minute. What is he good at? Well, let me rephrase that. Not what is he good at. What has he been doing for his whole life? What does he try to do all the time? What does he love to do other than golf? He loves to try and make money. He's been trying to make money his whole life. Even as president, he sells shoes, he sells Bibles, he sells perfume. Well, either he or his wife does that. He sells non-fungible tokens, if you even know what those are. He sells hats and t-shirts. He's always selling something because he wants to make money. And he has a market of people that he can sell things to, people that will willingly buy his stuff. Now, what type of person buys the products that Donald Trump sells? Well, his most passionate supporters. The people that really support him buy his products. They buy his hats. They buy his gold shoes. They would buy a digital picture of Donald Trump appearing as an astronaut or a cowboy. I don't know why they buy this stuff, but they buy it. Those are his supporters, and it may shock you that they number in the tens of millions. I'd guess somewhere around 40 million of them. And most of them I would describe as not like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg. They're not that type of person. They're more less rich, yet they are the ones that are more likely to buy his stuff. And also, they are the most likely to buy his BS. They are the ones he's talking to when he says, we're going to make China pay. We're going to put tariffs on China because they've been ripping us off too long, and we're going to make them pay. And he will immediately have the support of 40 million people, and 40 million people will believe that China will pay the tariffs. They've been completely tricked. They don't know how tariffs really work. They don't really understand what a tariff is. A tariff is a tax. It's a tax on an import. But they don't understand this because Donald Trump is using the word tariff instead of tax. And they're very different words. I know they both begin with the letter T. They both have an A as the second letter. And the third letter in the word tax is an X. But the third letter in the word tariff is an R, followed by an I and an F. Most of them don't know that there's two Fs. But that's enough to confuse them and trick them into believing that China will pay the tax. And right about now in the video, you're saying, well, come on, explain why he's doing it then. You've been talking here. Explain why he's doing it. I have fun doing this, okay? Give me a second. This is why he's doing it. To try and make money. He's the president now, and he's in this position where he can just, through the stroke of a pen, start collecting money. And he loves making money, so he's going to do that. So who is he going to take this money from? Now, how well would it work if he got Mark Zuckerberg, Tim Cook, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and another couple of dozen billionaires, and he said to them, I want you to buy more of my shoes, and I want you to buy some of those pictures of me on the lunar lander. How willing do you think those types would be in giving Donald Trump money? Last year, you decided it would be a good idea to take a holiday with your family and go spend some time on the beach. And you thought, well, you want to be comfortable and you want to keep the sun off you so you don't burn. So you went to Costco and you saw they had a display exactly what you wanted. A Tommy Bahama chair and umbrella set. And you bought 4 of those for your family so you could enjoy your time at the beach. And they were a good price. They were $25 for the set. You bought 4 of them. $100 and you were ready to go. While you were at the beach and you were setting these up, you noticed the tag on the back of the chair and you unrolled it and it said, Made in China. Made in China? It was a good deal. You enjoyed your week at the beach and you have no regrets. So how did that work? Well, Costco, a U.S. corporation, imported those chairs and umbrellas from a company in China that manufactures them. And maybe they paid that company $20 for a chair and umbrella set. Now, I'm making these numbers up to prove a point. Don't quote me on the numbers. So they paid that Chinese company $20 for the chair and umbrella set. They imported it from China into the United States. They put them on their shelves and they sold it to you for $25. Costco made $5 and you had a great weekend at the beach. Now let's do that again and let's factor in a 25% tariff on Chinese imports. It's summer again and Costco wants to sell a whole bunch more of these Tommy Bahama chair and umbrella sets. So they call their supplier in China and they want to put in another order. And the Chinese supplier says, yeah, I can supply you 10 million of those like I did last year. They're still $20, same price as last year. And Costco says, great, let's put the order in. And they pay the Chinese company $20 for the chair and umbrella set. And that product gets put on a ship and it crosses the Pacific Ocean and lands in the port in Los Angeles. And when it's getting ready to be unloaded off the ship, there's a customs agent at the port there that reads the paperwork for that import, and it says, product origin China. This product is the subject of a 25% tax. And they say to Costco, the importer, you're going to have to pay this 25% tax to take possession of this product. 25% of $20 is $5. So Costco pays the tax. Donald Trump collects the tax and says, we're making a fortune collecting all these tariffs. Costco brings them into their store, and they know that people are going to be ready to go to the beach, and they're going to want to buy these chairs and umbrella sets, but they had to pay $20 now plus a 5% tax. They had to pay $25 for them. And they used to sell them for $25 last year. If they sell them for $25 this year, they won't make any money. So what do? Well, there's a few things they could do, but one of them is they definitely don't want to lose money. They want to keep making a profit. Hopefully they want to make as much or more of a profit this year than they did last year, but they're going to have to raise the price. If they want to make the same amount of profit as last year, $5 profit on each chair umbrella set, they're going to have to raise the price to $30. People may not want to pay $30 because it was $25 last year. Maybe they can raise the price to $27, $28. Okay, they'll raise the price to $28, which means they're only going to make $3 profit. They're going to have to save some money then. They're going to have to cut back on some other things and try and save some money in the way they run their corporation. What's their biggest expense? Let's have a look at, labor costs. Those are the biggest expense. I know what we'll do. We just won't give those guys a raise this year. If we do, we'll give them a really tiny raise. We'll say that.
Or we'll start firing people. That way we can keep our profits, and the people that work for us, we can have them do more with less.
Our profits are being squeezed, and due to factors beyond our control and market uncertainty, we can't really give them a very good raise this year. Now, who do you think works at Costco? Jeff Bezos? Mark Zuckerberg? I would propose to guess that it would be much more likely that someone of the type that may wear one of those funny red hats works at Costco rather than being the CEO of a multinational company. Now, when you go into the Costco this year to buy your Tommy Bahama chair and umbrella set, you notice that it's not $25 anymore. It's $28. $28? It used to be $25? What's going on here? I know what it is. It must be those Chinese, just like Donald Trump says. They're trying to rip us off. I hope he increases tariffs on them, and you reluctantly buy them. You're upset because inflation is out of control. So you only buy 3 of them instead of 4 of them. You buy one for your wife and one for each of your kids, and you're going to sit on the sand on a blanket just to make a point. Now, what group of people is most likely to pay the increased price for this chair and umbrella set? Let me guess here. Will it be Jeff Bezos? No. If he wants to go to the beach, he'll just rent out all of Venice for a week. No, it's going to be that same group of people, the same regular schmoes, the middle and lower class Americans, many of them, on the order of 40 million of them, that still think because tariff is spelt with an R and 1 F, they don't know that there's 2 Fs instead of an X, means that China's paying for it. And what I've described for you just now will play out in millions and millions of different products throughout the United States economy, and will go down in history as the largest transfer of wealth, lower and middle class Americans, many of them willingly and unknowingly will pay a little bit more for everything they buy, and they'll make a little bit less while they work, and each of them will contribute a little bit, but all of them together will pay the cost of these import taxes.
And that, my friends, is how tariffs work. That's how tariffs work. From everything to your Snicker bar, to your Kit Kat, to the shirt you purchase at a store. This is how it all works. Donald Trump played these people. He played them. He played them. He played these people. Listen, I remember having civics class in the 7th grade. And I remember having history class in the 6th grade, and we were taught about the tariffs that the England tried to put on America at the beginning, all of this other shit, and they explained what tariffs were. I remember this so vividly that this was one of the words on a test that we had to know what the fuck it was. It was a tariff. We had to know what the fuck a tariff was. It was on a test. But Donald Trump played these people to where these people didn't even know what the fuck a tariff was. And now they're getting fucked. Now they're getting fucked over the same thing that they were taught in 6th or 7th grade, and they don't know what it is. These same Americans are getting fucked because they were saying, yeah, tariffs are good. Yeah, Donald Trump is going to put these tariffs on these countries and it's going to make the country great again. No, you pay. You, the consumer, you pay the tariff. When China ships over a boatload of shit, nigga, the company that wants these things, they have to pay this shit. So when Donald Trump says, yeah, all of these billions of dollars we're making in tariffs, you know who the fuck is paying that shit? You're paying it. Because the company's saying, yo, my nigga, we made money on this shit last year. Why the fuck would we charge you $20 when we was charging you $20 last year? But now I got to pay $20 to get it. I can't charge you $20 for it. I can't charge you $20 for this shit. I got to charge you $25 so I can make a profit. So what happens? Now, when you go into your grocery stores, when you go here or there or the dollar store, this is why shit is more expensive. Because Donald Trump has done this. Donald Trump has done this. He's made things more expensive. Donald Trump is running around talking about something. Oh man, we're making so much money off tariffs. Who's paying the tariffs? You, me. We're paying the fucking tariffs. But these fucking Trump supporters, they don't get it. They don't even understand fucking 7th grade civics. They don't even understand this shit. It's really a shame. It's really a fucking shame. And it's sad.
And multinational corporations and the top companies in the United States, like Costco, will restructure in an effort to lower their costs. They'll be more reluctant to give their employees raises, and they'll increase prices. And at the end of the day...
Right. So when you look at a lot of these companies, right, like a lot of these multinational corporations, when these motherfuckers, they have a car, right? The flywheel that was getting made over in China or wherever the fuck, they'll pay $10 for the flywheel. But when they put the flywheel on your vehicle, they finna charge you $80 for it. They paid $10 for the flywheel. Now they gotta pay. Now they're gonna overcharge you, of course, because this is what they do. But now that they no longer pay $10 for the flywheel, they're paying $20 for the flywheel. They were charging you $80. Now these motherfuckers, just off GP, they're finna charge you $180 for it. Because these companies are beholden to their stockholders. They're beholden to their stockholders. They're beholden to their stockholders. So you're gonna pay. You're going to pay. Here, I want to play this other joint. This coon ass nigga.
It is dangerous.
This coon ass nigga right here. And the title of this video is I didn't vote for that. I didn't vote for that. So this is one of these black conservative niggas who's trying to act like he didn't vote for what the fuck is happening right now. Like I told you, these black conservatives are just like these dumbass white motherfuckers. Yes, nigga, you did vote for this shit. You did not expect for it to be this, but this is exactly what you voted for.
Today is September 8th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it.
Bonafide cone.
And I'm frustrated. I'm tired. I don't want to do this no more. Hold on, yo.
He don't want to do this no more. Him don't want to do this no more. Him tired. You fucking coon, nigga. This is what the fuck you fucking voted for, bitch. This is what you voted for. You loved it. You loved when Donald Trump won, and you was looking at all the Negroes that voted for Kamala Harris, and you had so much fun talking about telling niggas that they was on the Democratic plantation and all of that shit. You had so much fucking fun telling niggas that they was on the Democratic plantation. They didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. These niggas was this. These niggas is that. Now look at you. This cracker done sat your motherfucking ass down. Done put your fucking dick in the dirt. Now this bitch ass nigga talk about some, man, I don't want to do this no more. What the fuck do you not want to do, nigga? What do you not want to do? You don't want this cracker to keep going upside your motherfucking helmet? He should. He needs to. I don't want to do this no more.
My bad, y'all. I had to move. Let me tell y'all what I've been dealing with over the last couple of days with my people. But I said I'm going to stop doing this. And I mean it, because I can't take it no more. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. And I give up.
Nigga, we tired of you. We tired of you coon-ass motherfucking truck driving niggas. We tired of you coon-ass truck driving, self-hating bitch-ass niggas. We hate you niggas. We would love nothing more that there's nobody else on the road and you just fucking wreck out, nigga. We would love nothing more to where there's nobody else and there's nobody but road in front of you, bitch, and you just fucking wreck out. We would love for you niggas to just crash. And not just crash, nigga. We want you to crash the truck that you own. Yeah, one of them owner-operator niggas. To where you don't work for another company, you work for yourself because you got your own truck. Yeah, we want you to crash, nigga. Not fuck up anybody else or kill children or anybody else in the making of this movie. We want you fuck niggas to crash. To where you fuck up your whole shit, destroy all your fucking brake lines, all that old shit, to where the shit set you back 100,000, to where you can't even use the motherfucking truck no more, bitch. This is what we want for you bitch ass niggas. This is what real niggas want. We want your shit to crash, ho. We want your shit to crash, nigga. So that way you can sit back and cry like the bitch that you are. This is what the fuck that we want for you niggas.
You know, I always talk about how, y'all hear me say it a lot, that's what you voted for.
For some reason, these motherfucking coon-ass niggas are starting to not like this shit. Well, that's what you voted for. For some reason, they're starting to not like this verbiage. They're starting to not like this. Why is it that you guys no longer like, well, that's what you voted for? Is it because you're tired of winning? When this fucking cracker Donald Trump lied to you and told you, oh my God, you're going to be so tired of winning. It's going to be so great. Is it because you're tired of winning? Is that why? Is that why you're tired of hearing that's what you voted for? Is it because you're tired of winning? Is it that, sir? You fucking coon.
Always hit me with that. That's what you voted for. Whenever I'm talking about the economy, the problem that we face as a nation.
No. There can't be any problems that we're facing as a nation. No, bitch ass nigga. There can't be problems that we're facing as a nation. Because you chose to vote for the orange fucking clown. You chose to vote for the fucking orange orangutan. They can't be. You with all the motherfucking hot dogs behind your motherfucking neck, bitch. You chose this shit. So you can't be motherfucking tired when niggas is telling you that's what the fuck you voted for. Nigga, you need to accept it. This is what you voted for. This is exactly what you voted for. Is it not playing out how you thought it was going to play out, Mr. Hamburger Helper? Is it not going your motherfucking way, nigga? This is exactly what the fuck you voted for. You were just too fucking stupid to understand it. This nigga thought he would go across the street and get the fuck off of the goddamn Democratic plantation, you fucking clown. I hate niggas like this. From the bottom of my fucking nutsack, I hate niggas like this. These niggas are trash. These niggas are trash. These are the pieces of fucking shit that they done made a little motherfucking money and they can operate a little bit. So they say, fuck everybody else. Fuck you other niggas. If you niggas are struggling, who gives a fuck about y'all? I'm finna go fuck with the Republicans because you know what? Democrats ain't did nothing for me, so I finna go fuck with the Republicans. I finna go and try to make me a little bit of money. The Democrats telling me no tax on tips. The Republicans are telling me that I can make a little bit more money on my overtime. Only come to find out, you've been fucking had, you fucking coon. You've been had. Hey, everybody, where's the no tax on tips? Where's the no tax on tips? Excuse me. Can somebody point me to where there's no tax on tips with the big beautiful bill? Nigga, no. Sorry. There are tax on tips. It's not no tax on tips, you fucking idiot. Hey, Donald Trump said that there's not going to be no tax on overtime. Can somebody point me to the fucking sector to where there's no tax on fucking overtime? Where niggas actually getting this shit? Oh, yes. We just found out. That was another motherfucking lie. You fucking clown. You got played. You fucking black, dirty, disgusting imbecile. Nigga, you got played. Donald Trump played you just like he played them motherfucking crackers sitting in the middle of fucking Iowa some goddamn where. He played you, bitch. So sit your fucking stupid ass on that big rig and keep doing what the fuck you doing, faggot. Because you ain't getting shit from Donald Trump. You think this cracker give a fuck about you? You stupid idiot. Oh, no tax on tips. Do you know, bro, listen to this. Do you know that white people actually went for that? No tax on tips? When 99% of fucking people don't work a fucking job that gives you fucking tips. White people use this as some, like, they use it in glee. They use it in glee. They say, oh, no tax on tips. That's such a great thing. Bro, do you know 99% of fucking jobs don't, like, nobody, 99% of jobs, niggas don't get paid with fucking taxes. Who the fuck do you work for? Who the fuck do you work for? What, do you work for some random fucking bar? Who the fuck do you work for? There's going to be no tax on tips. This is going to be so amazing. This is going to be so amazing. There's no tax on tips. I could just, what are you, a stripper? Niggas was parading this shit around like this was something so great and amazing. There's no tax on tips. There's no tax on tips. Meanwhile, these stupid motherfuckers get this huge wake-up call that when they actually leave America and go to a different country, guess what? Nobody fucking tips. Because it's not even their fucking culture. The reason why it's the fucking culture in America to why people even fucking tip is because these companies and corporations, they pay niggas like shit to where they have to get fucking tipped. Go to a bar in fucking France. Go to a fucking bar in Italy. Nobody's waiting for a fucking tip. You know why they're not waiting for a tip? Because they don't get paid on fucking tips. But these motherfuckers are so glad for no tax on tips. No tax on tips. No tax on tips. Go to Ireland. Go to a bar in Ireland. Go get a fucking Domino's pizza in any of these fucking countries. Guess what? They're not going to be expecting a fucking tip. You want to know why? It's because these motherfuckers are forced to. You know, Domino's Pizza, Papa John's, wherever the fuck, wherever they go outside of America, they're forced to actually pay these motherfuckers how they weigh. They're forced to pay them. So they don't have to sit back and get paid $3.33 a fucking hour just so they can get a fucking tip. It's not like that. Nobody is excited about no tax on tips. What? This is the fucking downtrodden nature of niggas in America. Motherfuckers is happy about no tax on tips. When any other fucking so-called first world country you go to, they don't even do tips. Tip culture is fucking retarded. Tip culture is eschewed. Like, niggas don't fuck with tip culture. Tip you for what? You brought me some shit you was fucking supposed to bring me. It's your job to bring me my fucking steak, bitch. Why the fuck should I be giving you a tip for something you supposed to be doing? You could go to a fucking 7-Eleven right now and these motherfuckers got a tip jar out. Like they shaking fucking booty meat. Bitch, what the fuck? Tip jar? Tip for what? Tip drill? Everywhere you go in America, there's a fucking tip drill. Tip jar. This shit is non-existent in these other countries. But in America, the reason why this shit is so prevalent is because the corporations don't want to pay niggas. And you niggas got happy for no taxes on tips, which it was fake, number one. And number two, nigga, you're still getting paid $3.30 fucking cent. The minimum wage is $7.50. You motherfuckers ain't even get paid that. So you motherfuckers got happy for no taxes on tip, but you motherfuckers ain't asked Donald Trump to raise the motherfucking... Stop it. Stop it. America's in a sad place. And you're just as horrible. No tax on tips. America is a fucking shithole third world country. I can't wait for this shit to fall on you niggas' head like a fucking lead balloon. This is why I told niggas, bro. I'm moving to China. I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro. I refuse to stay in this fucking place, A, with a fucking place that hate me, and B, in a fucking place that hates who I am as a person, and it Doesn't even have anything to do with being black. These motherfuckers just hate you fuck out of here. But let's listen to some more of this coon.
And they're not new problems, they're old problems.
If they're old problems, why didn't your daddy Trump figure this shit out? Your daddy Trump, the one who you couldn't keep your motherfucking jaws off of his fucking nuts, why didn't Trump figure it out if these were old problems? Bro, that's real. Minimum wage at a minimum needs to be $35. If we actually look at how things work, minimum wage should be closer to 50. It should be closer to 50, if we're being honest. But 35 is a start.
Just with a new president, but the same old problems, right?
New president, same old problems, but bitch, you voted for the nigga. You voted for him. So what do we think is about to happen with this coon ass nigga? He said, new president, same old problems. He voted for Donald Trump. So now what he's trying to do is he see that the knife is in his motherfucking back and going through his motherfucking kidney. So the bitch ass nigga is trying to make it smooth so it don't hurt as much. Nah, nigga. You a sucker. You got. You got. You and that fake ass beard, nigga, you got. That cracker got you, bitch. And I hope you lose your truck.
And as I discuss these problems and issues that we face, they always hit me with the that's what you voted for.
That is what you voted for, bitch. Did you vote for something different? Did you vote for something different? Because I voted for Dr. Jill Stein. Dr. Jill Stein was actively trying to get reparations for black people. That's what the fuck she was trying to do. Dr. Jill Stein was trying to open up trade for people in Cuba to where they wouldn't have to live the way that they're fucking living. This is what the fuck Dr. Jill Stein was trying to do. So what the fuck did you vote for, nigga? Because I can tell you what the fuck I voted for. I can tell you what I voted for. Earnestly and honestly, I can tell you what the fuck I voted for. So how was this not what the fuck you voted for?
As if, everything was fine.
No, everything wasn't fine. It's just that you stupid, dumb niggas that can't fucking compartmentalize reality is fucking stupid niggas like you. It's dirty beard niggas like you that made shit worse. Right along with your fucking European counterparts. These motherfuckers. It's these motherfuckers right along with you that is the reason why we're in the situation that we're in right now. It's because the disgusting fucking cracker hates the black man, and you're a piece of shit dumbass. You chose to fucking hop your ass in the goddamn line unwittingly, unknowingly to do the same fucking shit, you fucking idiot. I hate niggas like this because now he wants to placate to the, well, I didn't know. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean I voted for what I didn't know, what I didn't vote for, what I didn't know, what I didn't know? Nah, bitch. If you didn't fucking know, you should have just sat your motherfucking ugly black ass at home, nigga. And let niggas shoot fucking pool off of your motherfucking bald ass head, you dumb bitch.
Until this guy got here. And I'll be trying to explain it to my people and show them the evidence.
Nigga, you can't explain a fucking thing. You're a loser. You're basically a cunt. You're no different than some fucking loser-ass white bitch. What the fuck is the difference between this cornball-ass nigga and some fucking stupid white bitch in Oklahoma that's trying to say that, oh, man, shit is fucked up? What is the difference between you and some cunt-ass white bitch? Both of you motherfuckers are the same. What's the difference? What the fuck is the difference between this motherfucking cue ball head ass nigga and some fucking cunt living in fucking middle of nowhere, goddamn Alabama? What the fuck is the difference? Your nose is wider? What the fuck is the difference?
And show them like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with y'all?
What's wrong with y'all, nigga? I can tell you a lot of things about what's wrong with you. You're just too fucking stupid that you wouldn't even get it. It almost becomes a waste of fucking time.
And I finally come to the realization, ain't nothing I can do, man.
Because now that I think about it, if we gonna be honest about it, you fucking yuckity yuck motherfucking coon ass nigga, bro, we hate you, bro. You the type of nigga that COVID should have just got the fuck out of here, bro. We wish everything in that motherfucking truck would have just got you the fuck out of there, bruh. We hate niggas like you. We hate fucking disgusting niggas like you. Niggas like you should have just fucking just died on your own to where we didn't find your body until 2 weeks fucking later. I hate these fucking cool ass niggas, bruh. These type of motherfucking niggas, they need to go. They need to motherfucking go. Bro, I hate a fucking country stupid nigga, bro. One thing about me, I understand niggas is this and niggas that, but I can't stand a fucking stupid country ass motherfucking nigga. These niggas are the worst. They are the fucking worst. Well, I've been trying to tell niggas, but see, niggas ain't been listening. And see, this is what we really got to do. You fucking clown. You fucking clown. Niggas should be playing skee ball on the top of your motherfucking stupid ass head, you bitch.
One of my co-workers posted a video with Trump, the Epstein dude, and they was kissing on some little young girl.
The Epstein dude, like the nigga's so fucking stupid, bro. The nigga's so stupid. The Epstein dude. The fuck are you talking about, bro? Can you not put together a fucking cogent sentence? It has to be the Epstein dude and this. You can't put together a fucking cogent sentence, bro. I'm sorry, no disrespect to my country niggas. I love you niggas to a degree, but niggas like this, bro, they gotta go. They gotta go. The fuck are you talking about, bro? The Epstein dude. These niggas gotta go, bro. They gotta go.
Girl like she's about 10, 11 years old. And he posted that. See? That's what I'm talking about right here. Then I was like, homeboy. I went, showed him the factcheck.org and everything. Because I already knew it's AI and fake, right?
AI is fake,
it's
man.
Fake.
It's fake.
If y'all happen to have seen that video with Trump sitting with Epstein kissing the little girl, those were two separate times.
Those were two separate what's the word? Yeah, they were two separate times. I just can't stand a fucking coon, bro.
The original one was Trump kissing his daughter.
This stupid fucking ignorant bastard. You fucking piece of fucking shit. This dumb nigga just said. Do you hear what this stupid nigga just said? This nigga just made an allusion to where they made something that was AI and spliced some shit together. That the nigga, Donald Trump, was kissing his daughter. Bro, do you see how fucking disgusting Donald Trump is with his fucking daughter? Are you that fucking dumb? Are you that dumb? Do you not see how Donald Trump operates with his fucking daughter? The nigga literally said out of his fucking mouth that he would date his own fucking daughter. You fucking idiot. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like, these motherfuckers have turned niggas into fucking zombies. Donald Trump said he would date his own fucking daughter. Fucking idiot, bro.
When she was a child, on the forehead or some shit. Epstein was added to the video. It's AI. That's why a lot of people talk about this AI shit is dangerous.
Hey, y'all, this AI shit is dangerous, y'all. Hey, y'all, this AI shit is dangerous, y'all. I know niggas is saying this and niggas is saying, but yo, this AI shit is done. Nigga, shut up. I can't stand these fucking backwards ass fucking niggas, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't give a fuck who don't got a problem.
We're walking on a slippery slope when it comes to this AI. Because this guy posting this crap like it's like he don't know it's fake. Wow. And I show him the evidence and the proof that it's fake. He don't want to hear it.
Just like when we tell you that Donald Trump is fucking the economy, stupid niggas like you wouldn't accept that Donald Trump is fucking the economy. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is no disrespect. I just gotta be real with it, bro. I hate this type of nigga. Like, this type of nigga, like, this is the Gen X nigga who's 50. He's been on his job for like 30 years type shit. This is the nigga that I hate. As a millennial, this is the nigga that I fucking hate. Like, this is the nigga that, if all things were considered, I don't even want to say it. Like, this is the nigga that I fucking hate. I hate these type of niggas. Because these niggas only make it more difficult for everybody else. I hate these type of niggas. And I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. I don't give a fuck with nobody, guys. I hate these type of niggas, bro. If this was some kind of fucking movie and we could just have some nigga just throw a stake into this nigga's heart and get him the fuck out of here, I would be much more happy with that. I would be happy if he was in some kind of movie to where the nigga crashes his truck and like nobody gives a fuck about the nigga type shit. Like this is your quintessential piece of fucking shit. Like, this is your trash. Like, this is the shit you should pick up and throw in the fucking garbage. Like, this type of nigga. This type of nigga deserves all of it. See, that's some AI, and see, these niggas is crazy because they don't really be understanding this, and see, they don't be understand. I hate these niggas, bro. I really fucking do, bro. I hate these niggas.
What can you do? I'm showing you this ain't real, bro. He don't care.
Bro, I'm sorry. I can't listen to no more of that shit, bro. I hate these niggas too much, bro. I'm sorry. I hate these niggas too much, bro. I hate these niggas too much. These niggas are just so fucking stupid, bro. And let me try to move on to my next video. Yeah, let me move on to the next video. Maybe you guys would appreciate this. Oh, bro, listen, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I do apologize, but I really do hate a lot of these motherfuckers, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I really do hate a lot of these motherfuckers, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I really am sorry, but I fucking can't stand these people, bro.
America is the greatest country on earth, the strongest, the richest, the most powerful country on earth. As an American, I'm sure you've heard that roughly 135 times a year. 235 if you go to public school. 335 if you go to a Christian academy. We're told that Americans have the best lives of any people in the world. That we have low taxes, small government, and the highest living standards on earth. And most inaccurately, that we're the freest. Well, it is partly true.
Yeah, Americans are the most propagandized people. We believe all of this shit. I remember coming up in America as a kid. They used to make you say that shit. You know what's so crazy? I asked my daughter, and this is real shit. This is not a lie. This is not made up. I remember I asked my daughter like 2 weeks ago. I was like, yo, and we were just having a conversation. I was like, man, I remember as a kid, we used to have to say the Pledge of Allegiance and all of this bullshit and da 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 da. And she was like, Dad, we still say that shit today. Well, she didn't say that. She was like, Dad, we still say that. I said, what? Y'all still say the Pledge of Allegiance? She was like, yeah, every morning we still say it. I was like, what? They still say the Pledge of I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the republic in which it stands. Yo, this shit fucked me up so hard. I was like, yo. She told me that like 2 weeks ago, and this shit just fucked. I was like, there's no way. I said, y'all still? She was like, yeah, we still say it. And she, I said, well, if that's the case, then recite it. She recited it right there on command. I was like, wow, we're fucked. Me personally, I thought we stopped saying that. I thought like, okay, well, I ain't been in school in almost 20 years. You know, I graduated in 03. We're in 05. It's been, 22 years? I'm like, there's no way we still say the fucking Pledge of Allegiance in school. Like, that's not real. My daughter told me, she was like, yeah, we still do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. And then when she recited it, I was like, no, stop. I'm cool. I don't need to hear anymore. I was like, nope, stop. I don't want to hear anymore. I do not want to hear anymore. And I remember I went in my room and I was like, no fucking way. I said to myself, I went in my room and I was like, there's no fucking way we still do this shit. There's no way we still do this Pledge of Allegiance shit. I thought that maybe maybe in the teens this shit stopped, because I would listen. This is what I remember. I remember in high school we didn't do it in high school, and I think this is what kind of added to it, because I remember in elementary, middle school we did it, and she's in middle school now, so I thought that, well, maybe they don't do it anymore. But they still do that shit. They still do this fucking Pledge of Allegiance shit. Because I remember when I got to high school, we didn't do that shit in fucking homeroom, and like we didn't do it. Or maybe you're just talking to the wrong person, or I wasn't in homeroom enough. But I don't remember doing this shit in high school. Like, do y'all remember doing that in high school? Like the Pledge of Allegiance? I remember doing that shit. But like I say, I really wasn't in homeroom in fucking high school. I really wasn't in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I wasn't in that motherfucker. So maybe they was doing it. I remember my first year in high school. I remember I used to be in homeroom, but nah. I don't remember that shit. So I thought they stopped doing it. My daughter told me, like, yep, we do it every morning. And I said, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, hell no. I said, oh, no, stop. I can't hear anymore. Fuck that. I don't even want that shit in my house. I don't even want you repeating that stupid ass shit. I don't even want you repeating that stupid ass shit. Not to me. But Yeah, they still do that shit, bro. I was fucking bewildered. I was like, what? They still do the fucking Pledge of Allegiance? I said, ain't no fucking way, bro. I was dead ass.
Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way. They still do that shit, bro. So I was like, okay, yeah, they still do the shit. But yeah, that shit fucked with me. I was like, these motherfuckers is still doing this shit. This Pledge of Allegiance. I said, oh shit. I thought like the shit changed maybe like, you know, like I say, I graduated in 03. I thought like niggas had done got that shit, that stupid shit out their system. These motherfuckers is still doing it. I knew they was doing it in elementary or whatever, but I thought like when they go to middle school, they stopped doing it. Cause I know in high school, man, I don't remember doing that shit, bro. I don't know. In high school, I do not remember this fucking shit, bro. I just don't remember it in high school, bro. I just don't. But like I said, I wasn't in class like that, you know, enough to remember that shit. I was not. Like my first year in high school, I was mostly in my class for like the beginning of the year, but after I became a monster, nigga, it was over, nigga. I wasn't in class no more. That shit was. I just wasn't in class, nigga. I couldn't tell you what the fuck was going on in homeroom or. I couldn't tell you what the fuck was happening in homeroom, nigga. I wasn't there. I couldn't fucking tell you. But I do remember that shit in elementary, nigga. We used to stand up. We used to put our hand over our hearts and I'm proud to be an American and at least I know I'm free. All this other stupid shit. Yeah. But I think that when I got to middle school, I don't think we was doing that shit. I remember doing that shit. Yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah, middle school. Middle school, I was in homeroom sometimes. I was in there sometimes. But matter of fact, in middle school, I was in homeroom a lot of times. I don't remember doing that shit. But yeah. I remember middle school. They used to have the flag. That should be folded up. Like they used to have them shits. Not every room, but in the home rooms, they used to have the flag. That should be all rolled up and all of that shit. But yeah, I don't remember doing that shit in the home room, especially down in middle school. But middle school is totally different than how it used to be when I was a shorty. Yeah, the shit my daughter be telling me how middle school is now. I'm like, shit, we ain't had none of that shit. I'm like, shit, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing in middle school. I ain't had none of this shit you talking about. My daughter be like, yeah, we be doing this and we be doing that. I be like, man, we wasn't doing none of that. But, you know, I was in middle school in the 90s, though. Like, I think I was in middle school from, what, 96 to, yeah, 96 to 99, some shit like that. Yeah, no, I was in middle school from 96 to like 99 or something like that. And I was in high school from 99 to 03. So, yeah, I was in high school in the 90s, and shit was just different. Shit was just totally different. Shit was just totally different. You know what I'm saying? Even when, cause I remember when the towers fell. I was in my science class when the towers fell. The twin towers fell. You know, I was already on my way out. I think I was in the, what was I, in the 10th grade? I think I was in the 10th grade when the towers fell. So I was already on my way out of high school or some shit. I was on my way already out of there. So I couldn't tell you what the fuck high school was like after that. Like, you know, I can tell you what it was before. Like, high school was open. It was cool. You had, like, I remember high school, bro. Like, it used to be niggas that used to go to school. Man, them niggas used to be able to come through the spot. You can go chill with niggas. They had a whole bunch of food trucks. I remember we had it wasn't Domino's. It was Pizza Hut. We had the Pizza Hut truck out there. You know, you can go get food. You get chill. We had spots on the outside, like on the outside the skirt, on the outskirts of school. Like niggas had all type of little spots that they would set up to where you could just go chill. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the on school campus shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just wanted to go and get food inside the lunchroom or whatever, you can go get your shit. But if you just wanted to just go chill for your little 30, 45 minutes or whatever, you could just go outside of school, or you could just hop in a car with a nigga. You can go down the street and get some, you know what I'm saying, some food or whatever. Like shit was cool back in the day. Shit was cool back in the day, but yeah, shit got changed after the towers fell, after the 9/11 shit. Shit definitely changed. It was definitely crazy, you know. I don't remember the school shit then because I wasn't in that bitch. But I remember when I was in the school shit, everything was lax. Everything was lax. Like you could just do whatever. You could just. I just remember just being able to walk around. You was just trying to evade the fucking officers. They wasn't officers, but they was what did they call them motherfuckers? They wasn't called officers. They was called damn, I forget the name of the motherfuckers. What did they used to call them back in the day? I forget what they used to call them. But you would just evade them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you skipping school or some shit, you would just evade them motherfuckers and just go off about your day. I forget what they used to call them motherfuckers. There was something officers. I forget the name, but you would just like evade them. Like them motherfuckers would just like roam the halls and shit. But they wasn't roaming the halls of like every hall. They was like roaming the halls of niggas that used to like be evading. So if you was like at the beginning of school, the motherfuckers ain't know where to go. So they'll just be roaming the halls. But damn, what the fuck? I forget the name of them officers they used to call them. But yeah, niggas would just be able. Bro, I remember back in the day, you don't even know how many times I done got kicked out of class. Niggas, bro, back in the day, you get kicked out of class and then they would give you a pass. When you got kicked out of class, I don't know if it's still like that. I doubt it's like that today. When you got kicked out of class, they would give you a pass to where they would want you to go down to CSI. So you be on the second or third floor or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, here, take this pass and go down to CSI. CSI was it was SCSI. It was SCSI was a special class for school instruction. So you would be in that bitch. But what niggas used to just bounce. Like when I would get that shit, I was like, nigga, I'm out of there, nigga. I'm not going to this shit. Sometimes I did go, like if I ain't had no bread or I ain't had no money, I would just go and whatever. And what they'll do sometimes is they'll give you all your work. The teachers would give you all your work, and they would be like, some of my teachers, they was like, I don't want you in the class for the whole week. So they would just give you like this whole big ass fucking packet. And they would be like, nigga, I don't want you in the class for a whole week. You just caused too much disruption in my fucking class, nigga. I don't want you in here. So, sometimes I would go down there, fuck it, whatever. I'll go down there and they'll give you the whole packet. You in that bitch. You sitting in there. It's probably about 20 other niggas in there. You already know niggas in there that, sometimes you'll show up late. They'll send you in that bitch. I guess some niggas call it detention. Some niggas call it detention from where they from or whatever, but for us it was called SCSR. But yeah, we would go in that bitch and niggas just be sitting in that bitch and just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Not doing nothing for the whole fucking day. When lunch came, lunch would come, niggas would peel off. Niggas would peel off you. Because the way how it used to be back in the day, the way how high school was back in the day, like niggas would just like pull up. Like niggas would pull up in a whip. Oh man, this my nigga, da 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 da. Oh shit, da da da. You just catch up with a nigga and you just jump in a whip and be out of there. Oh man, shit, this my nigga, da da da. And you out of there. You ain't doing all of this other shit and sitting back and oh shit, oh damn, that's my nigga. Oh damn, what's up, man? What y'all doing? Oh man, we finna get some pizza. We just over here fucking with you niggas. It's niggas that be done graduated the year before. A lot of times it be niggas that done graduated 2 or 3 years before. A lot of times it be niggas that done graduated 2 or 3 years before. Them niggas still coming back to the high school. Them niggas still coming back to the high school. Can't get enough of that shit. Them niggas still coming back to the high school. You'll jump in the whip with one of them niggas and you just be gone. Like, fuck it, man. We out of here, bro. We gone. That shit, it used to be like that a lot of time. You would see niggas, man, look at this nigga. What's up, man? Man, let me get a pizza, man. Nigga cop you a Domino's. Not Domino's. It was, what's it, Domino's? It was, Pizza Hut. It was Pizza Hut. Niggas would cop you a little pizza, man. Get a pizza, man. Jump in the whip. Nigga, you'll jump in the whip and you'll be out of there, man. You'll be gone. Then niggas ain't doing shit for the rest of the motherfucking day. Niggas is out there smoking weed, just sitting back. You ain't doing shit. And then you sitting back and you see everybody getting off the motherfucking bus that just came from school and shit. You see everybody getting off of the bus. You see the one female you was trying to fuck with. It's like, hey man, you better go talk to her, brother. The nigga finna talk to her, nigga. You better go talk to her, bro. Yeah, nigga. You play it, nigga. You better go. You go talk to her, da 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 da. Shit don't work out. Oh, nigga, look at you, nigga. Nigga, she curved you, nigga. You bitch ass, nigga. Look, nigga, she curved you. Like, shit like that. So that's what it used to be back in the day. But yeah, I don't know if it's. I doubt it's like that anymore. I doubt it's like that. Like that whole 9/11 shit just kind of turned everything kind of crazy. Yeah, cause shit used to be cool back in the day. Shit used to be cool, man. Niggas would pull up and you would just jump in the whip. And sometimes niggas have a freak. Sometimes it'll just be niggas in that bitch, man. What's up, man? What you doing, man? Oh, I ain't doing shit. Niggas will pull up right to the side, and it's like 400 or 500 kids out there. It's like 400 or 500 kids, everybody out there. Like what the fuck? They was like, yo, man, let's just ride, man. You just jump in the whip and ride with a bunch of niggas. A lot of times it'll be shit to where like niggas will jump in the whip. And then boom, niggas will crash, and then you will hear some shit about from one nigga. Oh man, them niggas crash, man, and da 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 da. Then you'll see the shit on the news. Like that's how I used to be. I remember my homeboy, I forget his name, Hoggish. Yeah, my nigga Hoggish. Nigga jumped in the whip with some niggas. Jumped in the whip on some shit. Right out of the shit. Boom, nigga jumped in the shit. Niggas was chilling. Boom, niggas was speeding down the shit trying to race some other niggas. Boom, the nigga crashed, bruh. Nigga crashed. The shit was a whole wild shit. It was like a fiery shit. it was like a whole fiery shit. Like the nigga crashed, and I never forget the scene, bruh. Cause I remember I drove past that shit. It was a fiery scene. Like the shit was burnt to a fucking charcoal shit. And at the time, we ain't know who was in that bitch. It was one of my other niggas, but it was my main nigga. And that nigga got burnt up in that bitch because he couldn't get out the fucking car and the shit burnt up. My other homeboy, this nigga got out, but his eye got fucked up. And he always had like this lazy eye. His shit was fucked up. But the other nigga, Hoggish, that nigga got fucked up. He died in that bitch. Yeah, it was crazy shit, man. I remember that shit. But, you know. Yeah, like those was the wild days. You know, niggas is stupid as fuck. You don't know a fucking thing. That's why we try to tell my daughter, man, leave these niggas alone, man. These stupid motherfucking niggas, leave these dumb niggas alone. Let these motherfucking niggas kill themselves. Fuck them. You ain't gotta die with these niggas. You do not have to die with these motherfucking stupid ass niggas. Let these niggas die. That's really what it's gonna be. I just don't want you to be in that number. I don't want you to be in that number. I know these niggas are dumb as fuck. And these niggas will do it because shit, that's who I was. You know. We try to tell her that shit, man. But, you know, kids, man, you can't really tell them a fucking thing. They want to do what they want to do. And I get it. Shit, I was young once upon a time, and I was a goddamn dickhead, and I was trying to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do and trying to stick my shit in, whatever I was trying to stick it in. So, you know, you can't be too mad. You just got to kind of hope and pray that yours ain't the one that get caught up in that fiery ass fucking furnace. That's all you can hope for. Is that yours ain't the one that get caught the fuck up. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go take a squeeze. I'll be right back.
America is the richest country, not just in the world, but in the history of the world. It's really hard to comprehend just how rich we are. We have 18 million people who are millionaires. American households own about $100 trillion in wealth, an almost unthinkable amount of money. Okay, so America is the richest country ever. But there's a curious paradox. Most Americans actually have a much worse standard of living than people who live in poorer countries like Germany or Finland or Britain. But how can that be? That shouldn't make any sense. Well, here's the shitty deal. Americans get significantly worse services because our tax dollars don't fund them. So of course our services are worse, and thus we enjoy less happy lives than people who live in the aforementioned countries. Not that difficult a concept to conceive, really. You get what you pay for, said the cartoon dog to the other cartoon dog. And while you might think the reason American tax dollars don't fund as many services is because we pay lower taxes than other countries, that's not even true. When you add federal, state, local, and sales taxes and include other costs and services that our taxes don't cover but other countries' taxes do, like our uniquely high health insurance premiums, you'll find that Americans actually give away more of their wages than most of the developed world. For example, in Canada, for a married worker with 2 kids, all of the previously mentioned costs combined, from taxes to health insurance premiums, make up only 11% of the average wage. In the UK, it's just about 26%. Meanwhile, once you tack on the cost of our outlandish health insurance premiums, you're spending a whopping 43% of your paycheck.
See, this is what Americans don't understand. Because, see, Americans are so quick to say, well, I don't want to pay for someone else's this, or I don't want to pay for someone else's that. Well, you look at these other countries, they don't have this issue to where they could just walk into a physician's office or whatever the case and say, well, I have this problem, can you help me out? Here in America, we don't have that problem. Here in America, we don't go to the doctor's office because we're so afraid of what this may cost. So much so to where when we now need the help, now what do we have to do? We have to pay this fucking $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 fucking taxi bill. You see what I'm saying? then like we actually end up paying more. But in a lot of these other countries, shit, I would love to pay 11%. Like I put it to this, I put it like this to so many people, bruh. I'm okay with paying $1 or $2 or maybe even $5 every time I get paid. I'm totally okay with paying that much if it covers someone else's health bill. I'm totally okay with paying it, but other people, they don't want to pay it. And it mainly comes from racism, because white people do not want to pay for other people because they feel like, well, black people are going to use the services more, so I don't want them to have it. So what they end up doing is they end up paying more than everybody else is paying in the world.
That's more than France, Finland, Sweden, and Norway. In real reality, Americans keep much less of what we own than in other countries. In other countries, their government takes a bit more tax, but then gives that money back to their citizens in the form of healthcare or job support or a general safety net for all vulnerable citizens.
But what they say is, no. I don't want to pay more taxes, because if I pay more taxes, maybe some fucking black is gonna be able to use it. Maybe some fucking poor piece of shit is going to be able to use it. But when they go to use it, they actually pay more. They actually pay more because not only are they paying more, they're paying more because America has 52 different layers of all of this extra shit. America has all of these different layers of administration. That's where most of our money goes to, is administration. Whereas these other countries, they just pay a flat out tax for the healthcare that these people need. You don't have to worry about in coverage, out of coverage, this doctor. You don't have to think about none of that shit. You just go see the doctor and you go see him, and that's over.
No matter how dusky they are. So what do Americans get for the money we pay in? Well, sure, we get a crumbling infrastructure, shameful homelessness, and millions of hungry, neglected children, but we also get some of the worst services in the developed world. Again, our healthcare. American healthcare is simultaneously the most expensive, the least efficient, and the least effective healthcare system in the developed world.
In the developed world. It's the most expensive, the least efficient, and the least effective. And the reason how we know this is because we can see that our lifespans are going down amongst other so-called developed worlds.
Hey, the devil's trifecta. And in exchange for this extremely expensive, inefficient healthcare system, what do we get? Well, we get some of the worst health outcomes in the developed world. We have fewer hospital beds per capita than people in Turkey or Brunei. Americans have a lower life expectancy than people in Lebanon or Cuba. And in the Mississippi Delta, and much of...
But they'll tell you, oh, Cuba is such a bad place. Cuba is this, Cuba is that. But these people live longer than we do. But we are supposedly the richest nation in the world. So why don't we live like it? Why is it that people in Cuba that are amongst some of the so-called poorest people in the world, but their life expectancy is so much longer than ours, when we're supposed to be amongst the richest people? It's because the richest people in our nation, they control everything that we do.
Of Appalachia, life expectancy is lower than in Bangladesh. In fact, in 2017, the United Nations sent a commissioner to West Virginia to document what he saw, and he described, quote, third world conditions of absolute poverty.
Right. He looked at the shit and said, yo, this is a third world society. This is not a first world society. This is a third world society. So when I tell people, I'm like, yo, we actually live in a third world country. People say, yo, what do you mean? We have the highest GDP. We're the richest country in the world. No, you're not a part of the richest country in the world. You're a part of that 98% that's the poorest in this country, and the people who are subject to this are no different than any other third world. You're no different. What's happening to so-called average Americans, there's nothing different than what you're going through. This is just another third world issue.
Unquote. We even have a higher infant mortality rate than people in Russia and Serbia. In every single metric, America does worse across the board. So why is healthcare so expensive? Because it's so complicated. You have to look for in-network physicians, schedule an established care appointment, beg for coverage from your insurance company that couldn't care less about you, and that's if you're lucky enough to have good insurance. Compare that to Britain and all of those other...
You hear the key term? That's if you're lucky to have good insurance. And good insurance is bullshit. Good insurance is as good as who's in network when you become sick. Good insurance is bullshit. Who is in network where you are when you become sick? That's the only thing that fucking matters. Who is in network?
Other evil, socialist-like countries where it's simple. Public hospitals provide free treatment to people who need it. That's it. I'll repeat that. Public hospitals provide free treatment to people who need it. And here's the best part. Even though Britain offers healthcare for free, their system is actually a lot cheaper to run than ours. Per capita healthcare spending in the US is almost 3 times what it is in Britain, and almost 5 times what Canadians spend. In fact, Americans spend the most per person of any country in the world for healthcare. But the free market is more efficient, you screech. But in America, private systems often aren't efficient at all. Private drug companies have an incentive to charge whatever they can get away with for pharmaceuticals. In Canada, a carton of insulin costs about $20. In the US, it costs $300.
Think about it, yo. Just think about it. Before you pull the lever next time you go to vote, think about these things. Because 5 out of 8 Americans suffer or will suffer from these same things. High blood pressure, hypertension, sugar. Like, this is something that's normal because of what they put in our food. Like, you will get high blood pressure living here in America. You will get sugar living here in America. It's no longer just a thing that black people get. No, you will get this shit. By living here in America, you will get it. Because everything that you consume across your life causes you to have these things. It's no longer, oh, well, black people just get sugar. Black people just get hypertension and high blood pressure. No. This affects 80% of people in America. This affects 80% of people in America. I went to the doctor and they diagnosed me with that shit. And you know what she said? You know what my doctor told me? She was like, man, look, everybody gets this shit. Like, everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. If you don't have it now and you live to be 50, 60, 70, maybe you're one of the lucky ones. But 80% of people that live here in this country, they live with it. They live with it. Because it's just a thing. It's what it is. We live in car-dependent cities to where, nigga, you ain't walking nowhere. When the last fucking time you walked somewhere? You don't walk anywhere to go to the market, nigga. You jump in your car and you drive. Like, this is what it is.
And with private insurance companies footing the bill, hospitals have an incentive to get as much money out of patients as possible, too. In 2015, the average cost of an MRI scan in the US was $1,119, but it was only $215 in Australia. Spain, about $181. And our healthcare system is so inefficient that we spend over 1/3 of our cost on administration.
Administration. to everything that we do here in America, it's not to make you better. It's administration. You need somebody to tell you that to okay that you can get this medicine. That's administration. Instead of the doctor just saying, hey, you need this medicine, you go there and pick it up. No, that's not how it works in America. The doctor has to prescribe you this shit, and it has to go through your administration of doctors to say, well, okay, yeah, he or she can get it, and then boom, you go get it. That's how it works in America. In other countries, they see exactly the problem. They say, this is what you need. Go get the medicine, and be on your way out of the fucking hospital, you pick this shit up. In this country, no, that's not how it works. In this country, the doctor will prescribe this shit. If your shit says, hey, you know what? No, this person doesn't need it, then you don't get it. Then you got to sit on the phone an hour and a half telling these people, yo, man, I really need this shit, da da da. And you got to state your case. And then sometimes they may give this to you. Sometimes they may not. Like, perfect example, you'll have your doctor tell you, okay, I want to prescribe this type of thing for you to be able to stop smoking or whatever the case may be. Your doctor would tell you this shit, but then you got to now fight with the fucking insurance company because they're like, no, we don't want to cover that, and da-da-da. You got to go back and forth with them on this shit. And you're like, yo, my doctor prescribed this shit. Why can't I just fucking get it? The doctor prescribed it. Why can't I just get it? No, you can't get it because we don't really know, and da-da-da-da. And then they have to pass it up to their boss, and their boss has to pass it up to their boss. There's so many levels of fucking administration in America that you have to deal with. Where if you would just live it in the country to where they see that you're sick, they see that you need something. Oh, you need a patch for smoking. Here you go. Before you walk out of that bitch, you got your fucking patch. In America, doesn't happen. You're not getting your fucking patch. You gotta call, like, yo, this is what it is in America.
The United States spends significantly more on administration than we spend on preventative or long-term health care. That's just not smart.
That shit doesn't even make sense when you think about it. When it comes to actual healthcare and helping people, no. You spend more money and more time on the phone with motherfuckers who are probably working from home or whatever the fuck the case, telling you, denying you that you can't get this or can't get that, or you have to pay this extra exorbitant fucking fee. You spend more time talking to them than just going to fucking Walgreens and getting what you need. In America, you spend more time doing it. In these other countries, once the doctor diagnosed them and says, hey, you know what? Yeah, you smoking cigarettes, you got high blood pressure, we're going to give you this patch. Before you walk out of the fucking shit, there's a little shop. You go get you 4 or 5 patches that's going to last you. Boom, you got it. You know, you'll probably pay like $5 or $6 to hold you over, and then you just go get your shit. In America, fuck no. In America, no. What you finna do is you finna call your fucking agency. You finna tell them, yeah, the doctor prescribed me this shit. Can I get it? They're gonna tell you all of these different fees you gotta pay and how much this is and how much that is. And you gotta go through all of this shit. You're just not finna get it. You're not finna get it.
Okay, we get it. We all know that American healthcare is so much more expensive, you say, but that's the cost of having the freest freedom in God's favorite country. Well, guess what? Medical procedures that are totally free in Britain, like giving birth, cost tens of thousands of dollars in the United States. I mean, you want to talk about the cost of freedom. Sadly, because of these high costs, Americans often avoid going to the doctor, something almost half the population say they do.
This is why you see the rise in shit like doulas. This is why you see the rise and shit like that, to where people like, man, I just rather have the child at home. I'd rather have the child at home. Cause they're like, man, shit, I can't afford to spend $100,000 if I need this and I need that and all of this, bro. I can't afford to spend that shit. This is what's going on in America. But according to you niggas, America is the most freest place. It's such a beautiful, amazing place, and you wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Yeah, that's why a lot of you motherfuckers die right here. This is why I'm going to China. This is why I'm leaving this place. If you choose to stay here in America, knowing how fucked up this shit is, listen, no disrespect. I get it. A lot of people are going to be stuck here. Not everybody can leave. But I'm saving my bread, I'm saving my ducats, and I'm trying to get the fuck out of this place called America. Because when Donald Trump get fucking drunk and he pushed the fucking button, I want to make sure I'm so far fucking away from this goddamn place. I want to make sure I'm so far away from this goddamn place. So I don't got to deal with this shit. Let this motherfucker do whatever the fuck he want to do. Donald Trump can be the next president, even though he shouldn't be able to run. Let him run again. I'm going to be gone by the time he get another chance to run. When you motherfuckers is sitting back talking about some, oh man, we got a dictator. Donald Trump done ran again. He done won again. I'm going to make sure I'm fucking gone. I'm going to make sure I'm fucking gone from this place. I don't want shit to do with America. I'm cool. I'm gone. I'm cool, bruh. You niggas in America can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm going to be sitting back in China feeling bad for all my loved ones and family members. Like, damn, I wish you niggas had done left. I'm going to be wishing niggas had done left, but it's going to be too late. But I'm getting the fuck out of America. I told you niggas a few weeks ago, I'm leaving this shit, bro. I'm leaving America. I'm not finna sit here and watch this shit go down the way how it's going down. Nah, bro, I'm leaving, bro. Ain't no fucking way I finna sit here in America and watch this shit go down how this is going down. Nah, you niggas can have this shit. Call me crazy in the interim. Call me crazy now. But they used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they call me Batman. Call me crazy after I done left this shit, bro. No disrespect, but if you choose to stay in this fucking country, this shit is on you. I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not doing this American shit with these niggas. Ain't happening. I'm out of there. I know exactly what the fuck is about to happen. Niggas want to play. Oh man, maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe we could just, okay, well, do that shit on your own. Do that shit on your own. I'm cool. I'm out this motherfucker. I'm not finna play. Y'all can have this American shit. You got these motherfucking niggas talking about some, oh man, America is the greatest country. Okay, well go ahead and sit back and listen to this cracker Trump and watch what he do to your motherfucking ass. Hey, I'm gone, bro. You niggas can have at it. I'm cool. When I was here, niggas ain't want to give niggas reparations. They ain't want to fuck with a nigga. Guess what? I'm out. I ain't got to deal with no reparations. I'll get it like Drax, some other motherfucking place. I'm not finna deal with it. I'm not finna deal with it. I'm going to China. This motherfucker get beside his motherfucking self. Shit, I'm over here, nigga. If China got to deal with this motherfucker, then they gonna deal with it. Nigga, I ain't joining their army. None of that shit. Nigga, y'all can deal with this crazy ass motherfucking cracker, not me. Y'all better have fun with this shit. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm gone, my nigga. But with that being said, let me say have a good night. Let me get the fuck up out of here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me get the fuck up out of here because I am a little tired. But you guys have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace, man. Peace, peace, peace. I can only tell y'all, man. I can only tell y'all to get the fuck out of America. I can't make you. I cannot make you get the fuck out of America. I can only tell you. In about another 6 months or so, when you see me streaming from China, and I'm telling you I'm out this bitch, just know we up. All right, peace, man. Y'all have a good night. We out. Peace, peace.